So we started in the sewers. The dwarf finished up butchering all the rat ogres. Um, and then we investigated a little bit. The halfling figured out how black powder worked. Um, and
Nice. You put the whole horn in this, right?
and the dwarf opened unlocked chests to find a variety of different mundane items. We then went back up to the surface. The dwarf left to go do more honorable duties, potentially. Fight bigger Skaven.
The elf immediately starts killing innocent people.
Yes. And then we got.
Just gonna challenge me.
And then we got the Great Thief of Middenheim to join the group.
Innocent people.
And then we decided, you know what? We're going to investigate the food silo because there's a famine all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And we're investigating that. And after some trial and error, we eventually found the house neighboring to it, which had a pit full of Skaven. We killed all the Skaven except one, which apparently we're rescuing, and the elf decided to be an elf and start killing things.
And by things, it's the cards.
So, as a point of clarification, there have been rumors of famine for quite some time, as far as the storyline.
Outside of the city.
Outside of the city.
Yeah.
This is the first time there's been direct indications within the city of shortages and so forth.
We also did not kill Skaven.
You
Killed all but one.
You were rescuing.
There's 14 or 15 left.
Yeah, you were rescuing one of the Skaven that apparently can talk, and had offered you assistance and information in exchange for saving him. So you hauled him out, and at the same time, the elves decided that no witnesses were necessary here, so promptly shot one of the guards in the head. Which brings us to the current situation where you guys are all crowded around in a smallish kitchen, where the guards are, or where the two guards were. One body is now slumped on the ground. The rat is just crawling out of the hole, and everybody else is looking.
No, we had him manacled already.
Yeah, manacled
Okay,
and had
okay.
my cloak on him.
Okay, so you were trying to disguise him and cover him up when the guards were saying, "Wait a minute, we can't take creatures of chaos into the city, etc." Which was enough to prompt the elf to say, "I think not. Arrow in head."
There you go.
Didn't
So-
give me
gonna
a
say.
chance to talk out of it.
No,
Nope.
No, we did.
I needed to eliminate the argument, and that's what I was doing.
Okay, so I am going to drop everybody on the map just so that we can have something to reference as far as initiative.
XPs.
As far as what would you guys spend it on? Sure. What did you spend it on, Boars?
I spent some on sleight of hand and lockpicking.
Okay, Matt. Accuracy with your arrows.
No. Let me see how many experience points this takes. Do I have that many? How many? Oh yeah, we have 50. So intelligence
Intelligence.
and something.
That would have been helpful last time.
Shut my asshole.
I think that's a skill.
Well, being an asshole is absolutely
It
a
is
skill.
absolutely a skill honed over
it'd
many
be a
years.
talent. Be a talent.
Oh, he's talented at it.
Yeah, that's why it'd be a talent.
Hey, archive Eric.
Your turn.
I think.
Something I can do.
You banked for what?
Level up.
For level up.
Leveling up to tier 3 road warden, banking it.
Okay.
Initiative and dodge, and that brings me enough to level up or gain other talents. So from now on, I'll be banking to get probably talents first, and then
Okay, so level up your stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Thad?
I banked it towards a talent, but I just realized I had already bought the talent.
So you're buying the second level of it?
No, I can't. It's just a one-time. It's a stat increase talent. So,
Did you get smarter?
no, I got more willpower.
it's like,
Actually.
no, I didn't.
I'll bank it for what? How much does it take to go from shit? I need a workshop. Never mind. And an apprentice. F that. Yeah, I'll bank it towards thief then. So that'll give me 100 points towards thief.
Okay. And William?
Same plan as him, banking it and then banking it for talents. Eric is not here anymore.
Okay, narrow space. Guard is a bit shocked. He's fumbling for his sword. Shield at the ready.
Oh.
Eliathan, you are first to react.
Okay.
Given your outlet initiative.
Well, then I'm going to.
Everybody is effectively within arm's reach of each other at this point. So I do need a cool test.
I kind of like toss something out the way. Challenging?
Yep.
Oh, I'm fatigued.
I think we all are.
Yeah, you have been.
Nope, I got 8. Good sleep.
Hey.
No problem.
So you probably have to target him again.
Okay.
You should be able to just clear him, maybe. Unless
Okay. Rat can't go anywhere.
They're all there right around you, but like I said, it's more abstract as far as the location.
Huh. Why is my melee weapons aren't equipped? What the hell?
Well, no, you had a bow out.
Yeah. Oh, I can only equip one weapon.
Yeah.
So I draw my sword.
You had a bow out. Okay.
Of course, I could draw frostbite. That would be interesting. And I will attack.
Discard the bow down the hole.
Do what?
Discard the bow down the hole. And
No.
people can't get it.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Physically attack your target.
Yep.
Is there any portion of this particular guard that is armored less than others?
No.
Jeez. Armor's the same everywhere.
Yep.
Okay.
He has leather armor, it looks like. Yeah, 2 points of armor everywhere. Might be like chainmail.
Did I roll a 91 again?
31. Okay. So he attempts to block with his weapon, taking 15 points to the body.
Okay.
Minus his defenses, so takes him down to 10. So the rat is just sort of standing there. He's not sure what to do. Alan, what are you going to do? Matt has just shot one in the head and stabbed the second one.
He's tippy typing to you.
He tippy typing to me?
Deep. Type. Man, these manlings fight like Skaven.
Amongst each other all the time.
Okay.
And I blather something out that
So
I can't talk.
you back away cautiously from the melee. Oswald.
I say, finally, move up.
Now, you don't technically have to move. Everybody's sort of within hand's reach.
Okay. Then
Arm's
I
reach
will,
of everything.
I will attack him with my hand weapon.
Oh, he hasn't been in combat in a while.
He has not.
Death as well as the
Thank
thing.
God.
Yeah.
You ever heard of a llama?
Yeah.
The animal or a gun?
Well,
Yeah.
that's it.
I think so.
Okay, he beat him. Doing another 9 points. He takes 4 to the body. He is still standing, but not doing very well at all. Heinrich.
Been a long time since I've seen
So Oswald and Eliathan have both committed to killing the guard.
Yeah. I'm going to keep an eye on the Skaven and not engage the guard at all.
Okay.
I'm not going to kill
Coleman.
I'm going to. Oh man,
That's what I was thinking of.
Hey.
You're not
Hey.
fucking stab.
I'm gonna. Me and the dog are gonna try to squeeze out of the room.
Okay. You're going to evacuate the room.
Yes.
Okay. So we will move you out of the way a little bit. Okay, the watchman fumbles out his sword and then is going to take a strike at the elf. Hee
That's his knife.
Oh, that's 11. Oh, that's 100 critical. And the elf's dead.
That would be fucking great. Oh my god.
Oh, by 3.
And that would be awesome.
And we all stop him.
But I still have
Thank
to
you
parry
so
or
much.
whatever.
You do still have to parry or dodge.
So you didn't roll it publicly, so you
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
use it.
sorry.
I'm like, what is it?
I assume
Can
you
we
want
just
to.
roll my weapon skill? Because that's all.
Well,
it is, right?
I can click on longsword for you if you want to parry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured you want to do.
Actually, I want to dodge. I'm sorry. This is my elf. I want to dodge, not parry.
Okay.
Always want to dodge.
Always want to dodge. Okay, well, that was a bad choice because we
Okay.
had an impressive failure on that. So he hits you by 2, which is going to put you at 10 points of damage to the primary arm.
Primary arm, huh?
Unlucky.
Okay.
So
Heal that.
I take.
minus whatever toughness and armor you have.
Okay. He scratched me.
It did. It's your blood. Boars.
I'm slipping out of the room.
You're slipping out of the room too?
Yeah.
Okay. Room is getting notably narrower or less common or less populated.
Can I
What?
Easy for you to say.
Yes, one of those things.
More open.
Good thing. Okay. I'm gonna swing again. I wish I could talk in combat. That'd be fantastic.
If only you had combat language.
Dwarf had it.
Technically, I have it.
Yay!
Yeah, that missed.
See if that showed up on the.
Yeah, you didn't target him.
Oh man, shit. So I can click
That's-
on
that's
this.
You get the target for it.
Oh. Is this him right here?
Yep.
Those are targets. There we go.
Okay, there you
Is this your guy?
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
go.
Because he doesn't look fucking like a psychopath.
Yeah, he beat you, so you missed him.
So I think
Okay.
you. Oh, never mind. Never mind. You're good.
Do you want average or
Challenging,
Yeah,
you're in
okay.
combat. Okay. Rickon is the rat is screaming out, completely caught off guard by this interpersonal fighting with all the humans and everything. Alan, continue what you're doing.
Yeah, can you answer my question?
Sure.
If you're doing what I think you're doing, it's going to be on. I will volunteer. Oh wait, I have to roll my cool test too. By the way.
Or you'll have to engage him in hand to hand, which you're already doing.
George's character.
Yeah, but there's a big difference in my hand-to-hand skills.
If you look at it, it's like you're gonna hit him.
Okay, so I'm
You're still fine.
no.
No, you failed by
Failed
2.
by
So
2.
yeah, you frenzy. So
So
Oswald,
let him out the room anymore.
Elf apparently has this guy, by drawing a little bit of blood on him, has like insulted the trees and his ancestors because he flies into a blind rage, just wailing away at the town guard.
I'll take care of it. I mean, hey, we'll finish this.
How do I toggle it on?
Like, it should be
Right here?
effects.
I am in effect.
Bet you I don't.
Frenzy.
Yeah, you're not able to hit him that time. He seems to have his guard up now. He's parrying both of your attacks thus far.
Great roll, dude.
Remember we found it was duplicated 2 different spots.
He's surviving for a little bit. Heinrich,
And I'm like 3
can
advantage
you
currently.
keep an eye on the rat?
Okay.
Staying out of the combat. I'm effectively aiming at the rat.
We do outnumber him 2 to 1. By the way.
okay.
Is somebody else?
Tolman.
Tolman, I'm outside now, right?
Yep.
Am I out of the building or just out of the room?
That's up to you.
I want to leave the building.
Then you're outside.
Okay. I'm going to.
You can hear the fighting and crashing around inside the building because they're close combat fighting inside the kitchen. It's not carrying streets,
Yeah.
but you can hear it from outside on the street,
I'm gonna.
especially with the elf screaming in a high pitched roar.
This is inside a courtyard, right?
No, this is inside a townhouse on a street
Oh,
next to
okay.
a warehouse.
Why did I think we were in a courtyard? Okay.
You'll be in a court soon.
I'll just kind of blend into the shadows.
Okay. Okay. The Watchman's going to strike it at Eliathan again.
We
About
both
that.
missed him. That's weird.
He misses you by 1.
Which one is dodge? It's challenging again. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid fatigue.
Okay, he hits you for 10.
Again. All right.
So I'll just apply damage.
I can't roll for shit.
I already
you
applied the
already
damage.
applied.
Yeah, so you're fine. So you take a little bit of damage. 4 is you're outside. You're outside or just in the house?
I'm outside.
Okay. See the the halfling and the dog go step quietly into an alleyway where they hopefully are unseen.
My
The other
goal-
2 halflings go with them.
My goal is to blend in the alleyways by the warehouse.
Okay. So you guys hide and avoid things.
Yes.
Okay.
See, cowardice is the better part of valor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eliathan.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Do you want me to roll again?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me know if anybody harms the rat.
Well, you're paying attention to the guy with the sword.
I get it, but I
Okay.
will let you know right now if anybody harms a rat, they're my enemy as well. I will attack them.
Okay.
That should be.
I got it. Yeah, I mean, blood's going everywhere at this point. The rat's just trying to stay out of the place, stay out of the location. He and the wizard and the road warder are over on the side,
You can take
while the other three of you are.
Don't do that.
That's my first attack.
What?
Okay.
What do you do? He doesn't have.
He beat you?
Got it.
Okay. Second attack.
Just bandage.
You're rolling really well for this Watchman.
I
haven't rolled anything good.
no offense, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I kind of want him to fuck you up. Just that I just.
Yes.
It's all good.
He
Money on the
parries
watchman now.
both of your strikes.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
Alan.
I'm gonna go finish off the other guard. Make sure.
This guy's
Yeah,
like
but-
protege.
Stab the guard?
Yeah.
That's it.
Coup de grace, the
What
down
is it?
guard.
Oh, okay.
You killed
Okay.
my friend.
Make sure.
But I mean, he has an arrow in his head.
I'll be.
Okay, so
I
you
can
step
do that.
you step over to the down guard and stab your knife into him.
He's like moving the arrow like this.
Oswald.
I'm gonna drop my weapon.
This is how we
I'm
make
gonna grab a
milkshakes.
hold of him and try to force him down the hole.
break.
Oh,
You're gonna drop your weapon.
Grab a hold of him and try to force him down the hole that the rat came up.
Okay.
So we can blame it on the rats.
Okay.
It's a brain shake.
Strength.
You're not there.
Athletics, I believe.
Okay.
Well, we said athletics was agility based.
oh.
So is there
I do
a
not
like a
make a
weightlifting
There's
skill?
It's just so against my character as
There's
a
not.
human being.
There.
Okay, so yeah, just strength is fine.
Okay.
I've only murdered
I think
babies on
they
Tuesday.
use a combat.
Do a brawling check first to see if you can grab hold of him.
So just a weapon skill, because I don't have brain.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a weapon
Just
skill.
weapon skill then.
I thought this was a perfect opportunity. We have disposal,
So-
hole, and everything.
Except the kids are
Okay,
calling
so
it
I
these
can.
things.
That was just
Well, he's still going to parry and block you. Attempt to. So he would just use his weapon skill. He fails, so you manage to grab hold of him. And then it's a strength versus strength check. Whoever has the most amount of successes.
So that was a
so
that was
you-
a crit fail, right? Because it was 77.
It's all we're doing is finding out whether or not he grabbed hold of it.
Okay, I'm for my edification.
So if you target
Doubles
him,
even
and
on
then do your
defenses are
strength-
crit failures, right?
It should have
If you
posted
fail.
yes. So.
Yes, it results in a fumble, which means you might cut yourself, drop your
Okay,
weapon,
okay.
etc.
Okay.
If you get a critical success, then you do damage to the person that tried to attack you.
Nice.
Okay, fair enough.
Nice.
Okay, so a +1 margin. He rolls. You do a bear hug around him, grab him, shove him over to the side. With a slight stumble and a Wilhelm scream, he falls into the hole. Down below, you hear a loud thud, followed by numerous shrieks and cries of pain from the guy as he's quickly finished off.
Oops.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Grab the other body.
Yeah.
Throw
Okay.
it in there too.
Okay, you toss the other body in.
You didn't even loot it.
I'm leaving.
Okay,
Everything.
you head out.
Everything of
I
theirs.
was leaving it in.
The knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything of theirs goes
Into the hole?
Like the drop swords, whatever.
What armor was these guys wearing?
2.
By the armor.
I think it's chainmail without leather.
Okay.
yeah.
I thought they were in plate for some reason, and I'm like, if I get killed by a fucking rat wearing plate later on, I'm gonna kick your ass.
That still might happen.
Yeah, you might get storm vermin.
That would piss me off.
I look at the rat and say, "Tell them that they're welcome. We just fed them." Is the rat still alive?
Man, that's
He is. He's a bit staggered. Seems to be bleeding.
From what?
Has several slashes on him.
There's no way I would not be aware of him getting stabbed in these close quarters.
You would think so.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be from down below too. We don't know.
I look at the rat and say, "Who stabbed you?"
And, in the chaos, somebody was stabbing me.
Bad.
Maybe.
That is ridiculous, Sean. But okay, I see what you're trying to keep the continuity. I
I'm
understand.
trying to keep some continuity, and in the chaotic scuffle of people swinging swords and everything, this guy trying to get out of the way of everybody. Somebody apparently stabbed him.
Wow.
All right.
Where's our
And
little
had
one?
at least sufficient stealth that nobody was able to spot him.
Where's our little
I
one?
appreciate the continuity stand, but if there's no humanly possible way that it would be truth, that's all right. I don't care.
Okay.
Who's got the ability to heal this thing?
Inhumanly anything. There's no way. Right.
You got the ability to heal this guy?
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
So let's go.
Do you want to heal him before we go?
How bad
Okay.
off does he look?
He has a couple of stab wounds. He's actively bleeding. Doesn't look like he'll get very far.
I'll patch him up.
Wait, are you gonna kill him?
No.
These things have different anatomy than humans.
Say, drink this.
Oh, yeah, that works.
No.
It'll heal you.
Yeah. We're wise men thing.
Bad human things.
You're gonna die otherwise.
He starts licking the wounds.
God.
I'm gonna try to bandage him.
Okay. You can absolutely do that. He has no interest whatsoever in that human healing salve thing.
Poison.
Yes, could be poisonous.
Just nose off.
So
Okay.
be 6 wounds.
That's fine.
I feel like that's exactly.
So you heal up several wounds, patch up his bleeding, and so forth. So he's injured, but able to move at this point. 2 guards are disappeared down the hole. The other 3 of you are outside. And what would you guys like to do with anything?
Leave.
Quickly go to the graph, right? I mean,
Can we at
Yeah.
least collect our reward for doing this?
Doing
10
what?
gold per
Keep
person.
in mind, it's like 9 o'clock at night.
oh, I thought
This
that
is
was
the night before.
Yeah.
Your guys' original plans were to retire to the Old Ale Inn, get a good night's sleep, and then go into the sewers first thing in the morning.
Problem is there's still more down there. We haven't completed it. We won't get a reward for 10 gold.
He doesn't know that.
He can hear them through the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
we're
Now might be in time for the fire.
No.
They were mentioning.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the warehouse owner is like Lockman is just over by the doors of the warehouse,
I mean, and we're moving corpses.
waiting for you guys. He said, "Is everybody okay?"
and bad things happened.
What happened to the guards?
Outside.
They got dragged down inside this pit. It looks like there's some. That's where your rat problem and stink comes from. Is from this hole.
The rats?
Yeah. Look.
Huge ones.
Okay.
So
We gotta go tell. We gotta go alert the watch.
well, yeah. Where's the? Is there other town guards, or is there more watch? Or
I guess I'll go report it.
I mean, yeah, to the watch. Let's go to. What's his name? It's 9 o'clock at night.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Who's that fellow?
This one?
No, the one in the hood.
Oh, we found him in the house. He was walled up in the wall. We saved him. Look how scraggly he is.
I just walk past, keep going with the rat.
Okay.
We're going to Shootsman?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Okay.
We'll be back for our 10 gold.
Yeah, he watches intently at the group. Doesn't make any move to stop you guys covered in blood and so forth. And let you guys head out. Where are you guys going to head to?
Schutzman.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So you're going to cart him all the way across town to the Square of Marshals?
At night, yes.
Okay.
I think I can do a pretty good job of keeping him hidden away from the side of other people.
Okay.
Late at night.
and we want to bring some of the watch down here though, like before we leave, so nothing comes out of this hole.
Nope. They weren't
Is there
able to
something you
climb
want
out.
to do, George?
Wait.
Well, they
I'm not with
So we're gonna take this.
Oh, you
thing-
guys are outside when they
Yeah,
come in.
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna take this thing straight to the.
Okay, you're not doing
What?
it? You're not going with them?
yeah.
To the guy that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
if
it's
with
in a building full of guards.
No, he's
Okay, so you two are outside. You got a couple minutes before they come out. He wants to suggest something to you.
So we should probably stay here. We shouldn't go with the murderous brigands.
Why?
Well, the house is not thoroughly searched, and our payment is awaiting.
I like where your mind's at. My wallet enjoys that idea, but I'm not much of a fighter. And if these things come out of the hole...
Well, we shouldn't have to fight them. From what we heard from down below, they already broke the way out down there. They should all scurry away after a little bit. Then we can just claim the reward because all the dings are out. We shouldn't have to fight a single thing. We can even pay respects to the guards.
Pay respects to the guards.
Well, not.
I don't like any of you. Why am
I'm not.
What happened to the honorable characters that were in this group?
I am not
They
intending.
got called back to
I'm
service.
not even intent. I'm not gonna go and get them out of the hole or let them up, or not. I'm not even gonna loot the guards. It's just pure respects to their lives and possibly the families they had. Just pure intent.
I don't know you. I don't know you. As much as he's a psychopath, he saved my life like 20 times. He's also put it in danger multiple times,
Okay.
but...
You're
I
welcome.
have never put the group in danger. Come on. This is,
What just happened?
this is the only time.
I am giving
It
you.
is.
After all the others.
I am giving you the option since you're the only sane one in this group that did not murder someone.
Hey,
Well, you know.
I didn't murder anybody.
I didn't get arrested.
That's right.
So,
I
okay.
murdered someone.
I'm
What
giving
do you
you
want
this
to do?
option.
Yeah,
My goal is
just be honest. If we're going to go in and
Yeah.
steal shit, is that what your
No.
intention is?
No.
Okay. What you need to understand is with this group of people, Mr. New Guy,
We steal shit.
we steal shit. All right?
I am fine with stealing stuff also, but my goal right here is not to steal anything.
So you just want to go down to the guards and pay their respects to
Pay
them?
the respect, see if it's clear, and get a reward.
I'll stay up here and,
Okay.
and keep an eye out, and then you can do that. But we have to catch up to them.
No, they haven't come out yet. You
Okay.
guys are discussing before they've come out.
Player to player, is your character on the same bullshit mission that we are from? Have we gotten
From
any?
player- I'm not incorporated in terms of the oath, but I'm the
So you're not legally
I'm
obligated
not
to
legally,
help us.
but I'm
Correct.
your guys' information. I'm informant.
Okay.
So if something bad would happen to me, it's probably a bad thing.
Right. He's one of your witnesses, potentially to talk to the graph.
I hate this so much. Okay. You have to make me an oath, though,
Okay. Got it. Hold out my hand.
that you're gonna protect me.
Oh yeah. I will not leave you behind.
He wraps his hand around one finger.
And we shake. All right.
Okay. So
But my goal is to stay out of line of sight and let the group go. Because there are a whole bunch of murderers.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay, so you guys are going to stay hidden
Yes.
while the group emerges and then disbands, goes wherever.
Yeah.
So the elf hauls the rat off into the city. Who's going with the elf?
I will.
Okay, you're going with the elf. What about you two?
If we're going to Shootsman, I'm going with you.
So he says,
Can we get to Schutzman without having to pass through a guard tower?
no. Guard patrols, I mean, you're almost certain to see at least one or two patrols
All right.
along the way.
I'm going to go somewhere with the rat. I need you guys to tell Schutzman what we have, where I'm at, because he needs to come talk to this rat,
All right.
and we're not going to be able to get him to the guards.
You writing it on a letter, or am I just relaying a message, or
You guys go relay the message to him.
what do you want me to tell him?
Just tell him that we have one of the
Suspects.
I don't want to use the word. Use the term Skaven.
Okay.
Tell them we have one of the Skaven things that will give us a proof what's going on under the city and what we've been fighting to clear our names.
So we need protection until morning for the grab.
What's that?
We have to. I mean, we got to hold on to this till morning. So
I'm gonna watch him for a while.
Okay. So are we
And then I'm
going
not
to?
going to watch him.
Am I telling Shootsman where we're going to meet you, or is it just
If
we
he's
got it?
willing to go with you to meet me, then yes.
The,
Where
the
are
closest,
we
the
meeting?
closest
Yeah.
places from here that you've been to before would be the Bretonian Inn. Would be one place real close. That you could get to easily. You could go to
Oh.
the Dwarven Guild relatively easily.
That'd be awesome.
Probably not a great place to take a Skaven.
Did you-
Okay. Getting to the Templars Inn is going to be pretty tough. That's most of the way across town.
What about the house that I got to from the very beginning? That they
That the one that the witch hunters burned?
yes.
Yeah, that you can get to that fairly easily.
Okay, that's right. I'll be.
Okay.
Safe house.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to sneak in.
Okay.
What was
So,
that
so you're
called?
gonna you two are gonna go talk to Schutzman and get his assistance and have him come talk to the Skaven. While you're taking him and holding him in that location,
Mhm.
what are you doing?
Would you like me to go with you?
I don't trust either. The only one that did anything in that fight for me is you. I don't trust either of you. This guy got injured somehow, and it was one of you two. So no, I don't want either of you two near me.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Uh,
the three of us go.
yeah.
Where you going?
Shootsman?
Yeah.
Are you going somewhere else? You going somewhere else?
No, yes, I actually have somewhere else I need to go.
All right.
Okay.
Then
So
I'm.
where, you gonna go where? Old L Inn.
I will send you.
Okay.
Do you give me like the address or something? Because I don't know the name of the place. So okay.
So
350 Borgar.
I'm not letting anything near
I
the
don't
house
think that's actually a thing.
fill somebody full of arrows and gets any even close to it.
Whoa, basket weaver.
Yeah, too bad for him. Shouldn't have been out at 10 o'clock at night. But
Okay.
Those baskets still have
So
themselves.
he heads off rapidly through the street. Lockman stares in shock at all of you. You're not sure whether he believes you or not. But
shaking my
he
head.
escorts the Skaven off into the distance, and you two make haste for Schutzman. Okay. He heads off in his own direction. Nobody sees any sign of the new rogue or halfling. So after a moment or two, they're gone. Lockman is over by his warehouse, just checking the locks, making sure everything's locked up. He's otherwise just seemingly nervous about what's going on, what happened.
Okay.
Hoping that some guards show up at some point to secure the premises.
Fling to the
So,
rescue.
the two of you, go inside the house?
That's the very goal. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I guess.
Your plan was to loot and steal everything?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually.
So you guys go in.
Yeah.
The kitchen is a shambles. Blood and debris everywhere from the fight.
Uh-huh.
The most notable difference is A, the guards are no longer there,
Yeah.
and B, there's no noise from down below.
Okay. It's dark, right?
I used to be able to click on this thing to whisper somebody. I can't do it anymore.
Huh?
You should be able to bring up the player thing and right
I
click
know. I
on
can't
it
see in the dark.
Yeah.
and say.
I can, but I still need a
I think I
lightsaber.
disabled that mod
to
because
start
it
it
was
off.
causing other
I
problems.
didn't know if there was something. in
The other
kitchen
mods
you could
send me other whisper
Yeah, that's what
messages.
I'm wondering.
and, like,
Maybe
fill
light
up
a
the
rag
screen
on
real
fire
fast.
or something and throw it down.
Just
Or
slash
if there was
W
just like a-
slash
like a
GM, I think, or
candle
Game
torch that
Master.
we went in with.
Yeah.
Type test first. I got yours, Ben.
I swear to God, we went in the middle of the day.
No, we're at night. Because we by the time we got to Schutzman, it was afternoon, and we were going to the old inn to go to bed.
Right.
Okay.
It's about 9:30 or
Yeah,
so, but at this
it
point.
was late.
So, is there anything in here, like you said, a candle or anything we can light to?
There's some burned out candles you could probably light and get a few minutes worth.
That's fine.
Okay. Do you guys have flint and steel or anything like that?
Mhm.
Okay.
He does.
Okay. So you guys strike up a couple of candles and so forth enough to be able to see, making the place quite a bit more spooky.
Yeah. I've got night vision, so that should give me enough to be
Yeah.
able to see.
Yeah,
right?
you guys
Okay.
can see around just fine. You can't see down into the hole, but you can see enough to see. There's a couple of a pile of bodies at the bottom of the hole,
Mhm.
but there's nothing moving and no sounds coming from down there.
Okay. Can we tell that any of them are human?
A couple of them look sized like that,
Right.
but you can't tell more detail than it.
So what do you want to do? You want to pay respects to these poor soul guys? I'm not going down that hole.
Oh, I wasn't planning on going down that anyway.
How do you plan on paying respects?
Do you have some silver coins?
You're already done that.
Flick them to quarters.
What am I, Steven? Yeah, I've got some silver.
Pay you back for 4.
That's fine. I'll give you the silver. I'm not worried about being paid back for them because I feel bad for these guys. They were doing their duty and dickhead killed them.
Okay.
I'll throw down the 4 silver coins, and then
You drop 4
Right.
coins down. Okay.
and pray.
Okay. Issue a prayer.
Yep.
Okay. It's not answered.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes.
More is here.
Now, part of his backstory is what I'm referencing.
Okay. That's
But I
terrifying.
I still do it.
I understand.
I'll say a little prayer to whatever
Actually, priest of
God
Borgar.
I believe in.
So 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't properly represent. You don't have all the holy symbols.
No,
right.
No.
Okay. And then
I
what?
told you I'd get another one. I just want to.
It's clear.
That's all we were.
Yeah. There's no reaction from the coins being dropped in there or from your prayers or anything like that. Apparently, it's empty or at least deserted down below, or they're being patient.
I wish we could get their names, but
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
yeah.
If he's gonna do that every time we kill somebody,
He's gonna get 4 real fast.
real expensive.
just time wise, he's
All
gonna
right.
go slower than a dwarf ever did.
So let's go.
You see an army. Oh my god! I don't have enough for this.
Shame. No.
Let's go to the warehouse, see if they broke through the wall.
Yeah.
And if they did, we're probably gonna die.
Oh. Or we run.
Good
No.
plan.
My legs are this big, dude.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
So we'll go to the warehouse where we figured out the noises.
You guys are still here?
Yeah.
Didn't you? Didn't you take the old man with you?
Yeah, that's the other half of our group. We're here to make sure it's secure and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with the fighting with the Skaven and everything, we wanted to make
The
sure
what?
that the rat people.
The
Rat-
beastmen.
Rat people.
Beastmen.
Yeah, the
Beastmen.
Yeah. You
There's
know,
Beastmen?
there was.
Yeah.
They killed them all. That's what you heard the fighting earlier.
Okay. You
So-
sure there aren't any more?
Well, that's where we're gonna go double.
That's
check
where we're
the
gonna go
warehouse.
double check. We need to
Okay.
get
Well,
back in the warehouse.
it sounds like I need to go get the watch.
Just give us a few minutes and then go get the watch.
Well, if there's Beastmen in the area, then they need to be alerted. We need to set off the city alarms.
No. They killed the beastmen. It's fine.
Okay. Give me a charm roll.
Nice. Can I assist?
You can try
Okay.
or potentially hinder.
Fine with assisting. Because I have a decent charm roll.
And 90 charm.
No, I do not have
I'd be like, fuck it, delete my character. God damn it.
I had to advance charm just because of the character. Is he a cultist? A criminal?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
He's a businessman.
He's
Could-
both.
Could,
Merchant.
could
is this
we-
considered a challenging role?
No.
Or just, okay, so average?
Could this be considered blathering?
Oh,
Sure. I can see it as blathering.
that's actually creative.
Why are you not
You had 2 success levels, whatever Thad gets.
fucking roll?
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, he says,
Wow.
okay,
That's actually one more higher than that because
That's
the
fine.
math didn't work.
that's fine. I mean, you convince him fairly easily, and he just rambles on, and the guy eventually says, okay, yeah, whatever. Just go ahead and make sure his place is clear. I'll lock up and get the guards as soon as you're done.
Cool.
So he unlocks the padlock and everything and opens the doors for you. Place still stinks of rat.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
horrible.
Yeah. So,
Go in.
yeah. We'll
Okay.
go in and I'm going to pull out a dagger.
Okay. We pull out the
Not
dagger or
no,
a
not
dagger?
the dagger. I
Okay.
said a dagger.
A dagger. Well, it gotta be specific here.
No.
You
I don't
think
want
you're not
you-
playing it.
You pull out the dagger.
Shit.
Suddenly his back is looking very.
Anyways,
Couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
I'll put a coin on you.
That's right. I've learned.
All right. What are we doing
every
here?
time I kill somebody, he pays 2 silver.
His
It's like a
name's
bounty
Borg-
hunter.
Borg.
We just go around
I'm
murdering
getting
people.
rich.
See, the trick is, You go around and murder people. He puts the coins on, and then Andy comes out
So-
after and picks up the coins.
The good news,
You would too.
the good
Hey,
news is I'm
coins.
actually not that religious, so I don't need to do that. So it's otherwise, yes, that would get really expensive. but That's still the way you pay the respect to me.
Okay. So anyway, so where are you guys going specifically?
Checking the wall where
Yeah,
the rats original.
Okay, so that left hand area. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys go down there. The wall seems still intact, no damage to it, other than what it was before.
Okay.
The smell of rats is still horrendous and
Yeah.
strong, but they don't seem to have escaped or moved into this area in any
Well,
way.
we can't hear them anymore.
You cannot hear them at all.
Cool.
There's no sounds at all coming from the other wall.
All right. So what? We just go tell them we cleared it out. Give
Cleared
us
it
the
out.
money.
Money, and then
Yeah, he's
go get the
like
guards.
20 feet away from
I
you
mean-
with a lantern, like watching.
I mean, also get the guards.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll walk over to him. I mean, you can tell. Like I said, we killed the
Yeah,
beast.
So if it sounds like whatever it is, you at least chased off. If you say you killed it, that's great.
Yep.
So as promised, here you go. He hands over a pouch filled with coins.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and go get the guards? Because I think that's probably good to help secure the facility, and we'll go report in.
Okay.
And let's go.
Okay. So he turns and starts heading into the main city to try to look for a guard patrol.
Cool. All right.
Where would the two of you like to go? The other's going to be a while going to their respective locations.
Well, do you want to go to the inn that we normally stay at?
No,
Honestly, depending on
we can
who
go in there and just gut us.
We could easily be
What? They gutted those two guards all of a sudden, and we're witnesses, and we didn't contribute.
No. Just
Misunderstand.
I mean, you make a point.
And you did hear the elf on the way out commenting about it, how he distrust everyone.
I mean, it's a fair point, but I actually trust that elf quite a bit. So he's batshit insane, but he's never done me wrong.
Okay.
Well, that's not true. But
Yeah. What's that in your pocket?
Wow.
I'm fucking cursed because of you. People have died at my hands because of you.
I don't know. You
Pretty nice
accept
name, though.
Yeah, you accept freely.
I didn't hear anybody arguing too much at the time
You
about
can
tonight.
just slip it into your bag.
Yeah, he.
Here, hold this.
I specifically
okay?
said no. I said this is a very magical knife. You can keep it hidden. It's an artifact. It has necromantic powers.
You said nothing about
Yes, I
necromantic
did.
power, you
No,
liar.
at the time you didn't say it. I
You
did.
fucking liar. We have this shit on video.
We'll rewind the tape. He said it's the color black. That means negro.
Huge. I did tell you it was magical. You can keep it hidden.
Yes. And he said, not a problem. It's fine. Precious.
Okay. So, all right. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. He doesn't worry about
Two
it.
of you give me a perception roll.
Because we're arguing in the street about who we've killed.
No,
The other 5 rats come out after you.
that's possible.
Nope. Not for you.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired.
Impressive failure.
Look from perception. Oh, enough for you.
Another thief fucking stole a bag at him.
Is it?
I swear that.
That has 60
Yeah, there goes
gold.
gold.
There goes our 60 gold.
No.
I would have made it.
Ooh.
Ah, I rolled a 7.
Oh, shit.
Somewhere to the west, you can hear whistles,
Time to go.
like guards.
We're gonna
Let's
go.
not run. Let's just
Oh yeah.
casually stroll away.
I mean, we told the person we're
Yeah.
we're done.
So, we're going to go to the inn.
How much coin we got?
That's a good question. I'm going to count as we're walking.
That's a lot. Pretty heavy.
Pretty hit. Quite a bit.
Bulk.
We can go find out.
I mean, if you want to stop somewhere and count out the gold, you can. But walking, there's too much that in a pouch that you can count.
That's fine.
Rough estimate.
1, 2, damn it. 1, 2.
Road.
Yeah.
Several dozen.
Okay.
Uh,
I think we should go to the Twisted Finger or whatever it was.
Twisted Finger.
Whatever the Renault bar is.
The Renault bar? Oh, that one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Fifth finger.
Oh,
I think a fifth finger. There you
Fifth
go.
Finger.
Even I know that.
No, it's all right. Furrowed
I
finger.
mean, it's only
Sorry,
your
wrong
regular hangout.
Yeah.
I'm going to point out that that elf is not stupid,
Okay.
and that if we don't give him the share,
Well, I'm not saying we're
he will gut us.
okay.
Oh, yes.
I'm
the
fine
elf
with
you were
giving
just
him
talking about.
some of the share that he murdered the people to get.
Didn't murder anyone.
Why am I stuck in the middle between the two polar opposites of the morality spectrum here?
He's a thief. He's a criminal.
Yeah.
All I was trying to do was
Just
watch
like
the
the tell
hole.
does not mean anything.
I mean,
And you want to go to a thieves
The fact
bar?
that you stole the crown, the
Hey,
representation of all of Midheim,
Rinaldian bar, not thieves.
I failed to just see the distinction.
that bar was filled with some rough necks.
No,
Yes,
no,
it
they're
was.
not thieves.
They don't even have the criminal talents.
Look, man, I'm
They-
super
they-
tired.
They will be
My
fine
arm
with us there.
hurts. I need to go get some sleep.
Okay,
So let's just go to the inn and get some sleep.
we get sleep there.
No.
It's a way for us to hang out there. You can get tended to probably. We can assess situation. We can figure out what the local news is. We figure out what exactly is going on. While also, no one's going to care about us going in there. They're fine, even if we pull out all the coins and we start counting. They're going to be fine with us.
I don't know you. I'm going to the inn.
who's carrying the pouch?
I am.
Okay.
Come on, let's go
Can I
to
at
the
least
inn.
get my share?
Yeah, when we get to the inn and we're safe, I will give you your share. I don't care if I ever see you again. Not to be mean, but you scare me.
I'm not sure why. I did
Fair.
exactly as I said I was going to do.
You can transform
That's the
into
scary
a cat.
thing. He's the only one that's done everything he said he would.
Yeah.
He didn't lie to me. Oh my god.
It must be chaotic enough predictable to work with this group.
all joking aside, man, I met you like 4 hours ago.
Okay.
I think that's the same predicament he's having.
Technically, it was the previous night, I think.
Yeah, we've had a full day together.
That's the other
Well,
thing.
then
Is
that-
I saved his life.
We're naturally brothers.
There you go.
I've never lied to anybody and saved multiple people's lives.
Actually,
So we go to the Renault bar.
Yeah.
What happens at that point? Can I get some sleep at the Renault bar?
Sure.
How? It's a bar.
We could talk to people. Get some sleep. They have safe houses. Especially after a trouble like this.
We don't need a safe house. We're fine.
Oh, yes, we do. We have an elf following us.
He's fine. He's
not
not
after
gonna
those
hurt-
2 guards.
Look.
An arrow flies out of the dark.
Guess you're right. I don't. As crazy as he is, I think we're fine.
Okay.
Okay? I think we're fine. Just don't cross him. Right? And don't get into a melee contest with him. Because he apparently, even though he's an elf and really skinny, he's tough. I've seen him do some really scary shit. And also don't fight him at range.
Got it. So don't fight him at all.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's why I'm suggesting we go to the Renault place. At least let everything cool down.
For how long?
For how? Well, just the night. We have to go. We have to go talk to the Graph anyway. I got to do my testimony. He's probably gonna be there. At least then we can cool stuff off in front of the Graph, so he doesn't shoot us.
Fine.
So if
Fine.
you recall, the Fifth Finger is in the northern section of the town.
Right.
That the Old Ale Inn is about half the distance along the same rough
Okay.
route. So the Old Ale Inn would be faster regardless.
We can
But-
stop by if you want. See if the other murderers are there.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
And then I still don't understand why we're gonna go. I'm so tired.
Because we have a reinforced door as the door of our bar.
They wouldn't stop him.
We'd stop the elf.
They wouldn't.
Okay.
I just seen how strong he is. He's scary. Okay.
So you guys are gonna go to the Old Ale Inn first. Okay. You stop by there.
Yeah.
none of the group seem to have returned here yet.
All right. Well, since we're here and it's light, and we're gonna take a table.
Okay. Sit down at a table, count out the coins.
Count up the coins real
Is,
quick.
is there anyone else in the?
Yeah, there's quite a few people.
Okay, I will not do that in front of a fucking.
It's maybe 10 o'clock at this point.
That's a fortune in front of a.
But yeah, it's a lot of gold.
I wouldn't do that here.
Nah, I'm not going to.
Should probably take it to the Thieves Guild and count it there.
It's not a Thieves Guild.
Or to the room.
It's not.
I grew up in this city. Is the Ronaldans
You didn't.
The
never grow up.
Ronaldans are the Ronaldans as a cult or a religion
right?
are considered
You were
the
down.
honorable thieves, the Robin Hoods of the
Okay.
world.
Okay.
Okay. Their
Okay.
whole-
So now I kind of understand.
right. Their whole premise is we steal for the thrill of it or to empower the less fortunate.
Yeah,
Right. I am
Okay.
very less fortunate. Just
Well,
FYI.
Right.
Yeah.
They are absolutely
I am
as
lacking fortune.
as a religion, they're not in it for their own gains.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense as to why you're acting the way you are. I did not understand that. I remember you saying that last time, and I
Right.
fucking have
Now,
forgotten. So
there are plenty of thieves guilds who are absolutely cutthroats and murderers
I would
out
never
for their own
make
good.
it.
Right.
Okay.
But as Ronaldan, if he's a true believer and not just a charlatan,
Yeah. That would be a fucking funny. That would be funny as shit if you had been playing a charlatan this whole time. Okay, fine. Let's go up to your place.
okay, so you guys are going to
I'm gonna
retreat
get
to
I'm
there?
gonna get like a meat pie or something to eat on the way.
None of the shops are open at this point. It's 10
Not from
o'clock
the.
at night.
Oh, fucking! I hate this town. Okay,
I
I'm
bought
gonna
a
get some
wall.
donut.
There's an
Can I get some kebab on the way?
Okay. So, meanwhile, you two arrive at Schutzman's, maybe 9:30, 9:45 or so.
Did you see my earlier message?
I did, yes. Okay. You guys are there. He has a couple of attendants and assistants. He's not there given the time of night.
Right.
How can we assist you guys?
That I was wondering when you were good catch.
We are-
He's also a
We've been working with Schutzman. Obviously, you've seen us in here.
I was trying to figure
Yeah,
out
multiple
what
times.
we
Couple times.
for that.
And we've been working a special assignment for him.
Not doing anything
Um,
unusual for the
And we have a major break in what
Yeah,
we
I
were working on, and we need
I totally
him
forgot.
now. It's dire straits.
We need him urgently.
Okay, I can send a messenger and summon
So
him.
I don't want to cross.
It'll take a little bit of
That's why
time.
I'm saying we
I
can
will, I will wait here
Because I
until.
think
Is there something I can assist with immediately?
No, not really. We are.
Real life or in game?
It's
Okay.
for his ears only, and
Okay, he grabs a couple of the militia, gives them instructions to summon Schutzman to the offices as soon as possible, and they run off. The desk clerk says, "You're welcome to have a seat over there at the side."
I will.
Um,
Is there a? Do you happen to have an extra hand weapon that I could have, seeing I left mine on the ground?
no, we don't give weapons out
Yeah,
like that.
I didn't think so. So
Okay.
okay, I have a shield. I never picked it up. I dropped it. I just realized at the minute I was like, oh, okay.
My
It's
hand seems
role-playing.
light for
Yes.
some reason.
Well,
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys are in there, maybe 15 minutes or so, when a couple of guards burst in and run up to the counter, to the desk clerk, and start yelling urgently at him to get the watch commander. There's an emergency in the east quarter,
Is that where we're at?
near where you guys were at. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys were in the eastern sections. Okay. All the guards start going into high alert, grabbing their weapons and shields and so forth. And very quickly, they group up as several squads and then head out, leaving the clerk and a handful of guards there just to maintain the building. Give me a perception check for the two of you.
Oh, there we go.
Divine or public?
Public is fine. You know whether or not you hear anything.
Challenging or average?
Average. Okay. They seem worked up over some sort of witch hunter operation in the eastern section of the city.
Shit. I'm sorry. He's not even in the room right now.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And they are responding the impression and the orders that are being given out are get ready to provide some defenses, some security, get civilians out of the way, that sort of stuff. They're not mobilizing to interfere with the witch hunters. They're mobilizing to find survivors and save them.
Oh man.
Do we hear? Do we hear the area, or they
Something
they don't
in the
say-
wind.
Nothing. Something in the
The
wind.
wind is bottom.
Which is exactly where that.
Safe houses.
Yeah.
Where is the wind?
But they already burned it down
In the
once.
east.
It's not like they'll do it a second time.
The wind is the region where the Dwarven Engineering Guild is, where the that warehouse that had the undead outside of it was,
Yeah, is that like the very
and
south?
so forth.
Yeah.
Southeast.
Southeast?
Okay.
That little, like, impression
It's
in the
like-
ground?
Mm-hmm.
It's like right here.
That's
That's the wind.
south.
That's the wind.
Basically south.
So really feel. I mean, so whispering to him.
Right.
Like I absolutely feel like this.
You guys waiting for Schutzman? He hasn't arrived yet. Most of the guards have already left, ridden off on horseback or on foot.
I couldn't have kept up with the horseback anyway,
Probably not.
so I will. I'll just wait here.
I agree. This has something to do with what has gone down tonight with us.
I don't know, because really there was.
Went to
It
the
could have
bar.
been the undead stuff.
It's a good thing we went to the
It
bar.
would have been about the response time for a witch hunter too, and if it's in that area, I mean, all that stuff's there.
I
Could be
guess
the pigeon.
dwarf pulled the witch hunters after
The witch hunters
I guess he
don't
did.
have an escape route, though. This was planned prior.
That's hilarious.
This is their plan.
That's hilarious.
Well,
I don't. This may not have been us. This
Right.
could be something they're actually dealing with.
yeah. So with any luck, it's not. Right?
Didn't the elf mention something about
Looking for a
some
shadow.
like chaos thing in that area? Like some weird building, run down building or something. Where didn't the group deliver? Didn't his prior group deliver like a box or something?
Yeah, that was the place where he
Yeah,
found
yeah,
it.
that was all.
I'm hinting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's already been burnt down once. It's not like they're gonna return there.
No, they never burned that building down.
I thought they murdered everybody
No,
and
they-
set it on fire.
They murdered they captured everybody, and the rumor on the street was the witch hunters had found cultists and eliminated them, but they didn't burn that building down.
Well, we don't know at this point. I feel we should continue waiting for Shootsman.
Yeah, I mean,
I would like to bring up another matter
okay.
while the elf is in here because the elf is crazy.
Well, we know that. I've accepted that.
We
The
can't.
entire group was concluded the
We
elf is
can't-
crazy at
we
this
can't
point.
let this happen.
It's crazy, except the halfling and me.
Oh, we have
If-
to.
What about the dog?
We
The dog is finding
the
left
issue
too.
I see upcoming is great. We
Wait for
take
including me in that? No, I don't know.
we
how
take the
accurate
scapegoat
that is.
From all my
and have them
characters,
talk to the
you were
group.
the only
It's
other
already-
sane one. at
we've
this
already
point. The
figured
rest
out
of them are
that
like,
they can
okay, the
transform
elf
into
died,
humans.
so everyone else
How many
died. I'll
people
be
are
innocent
descended are
guards.
these?
Yeah, I did not. I'm not okay with that.
Well, I
And
mean,
to what happens when we take them up there and this Skaven goes, "Oh, these great strong human things saved me from the pit where I would have died,"
yes.
and then rants about how we're going to be saved from the impending apocalypse
No, I mean, really.
because we helped him survive and we helped bring upon the apocalypse. I
No,
don't
we
want
just-
this
we only
crap to
helped-
hear that.
We only helped him survive just because he has the information
Steven.
about right. But we got
He's
like,
crazy.
but if we don't get the graph to back us going to the brass keep, believe me, I know for a fact we can't assault the brass keep on our own. We need
Slash Debbie.
the army.
Yeah.
So then we either
Oh,
bring the
player
corpse or don't mention the Skaven in the first place. We
It's
already
easiest
know
to
there's
put
these
test first
diseased humans.
to make sure it goes to the right person.
Nurdle,
Right.
I got
I did undead as far as I know. I mean,
undead, and
that's the rumor.
there's already beastmen there too.
Right. So
We
that's,
could very well convince him there's something going down at the Brass Keep. This map tells me there's a special item at the Brass Keep that they're attacking.
well,
We need to fight. We need to send an attack force there.
yeah, but we've got to at the same time we got to worry about what's going on underneath the city, and this is proof. And he's proof that what's going on underneath the city.
Okay. There's a shout from the entrance.
Yep.
And Schutzman comes in. He's still strapping on his armor and everything. He looks at you two. Breathes a bit of a sigh.
Yeah.
And then runs over to you. Says, "Okay, what's the emergency?
Said
They woke me up.
Yep.
The fire. The city's apparently on fire tonight.
Yeah.
All sorts of things going on. What do you got?
So we finally have captured one of those Skaven, and we want to bring him in front of the graph. But I got a feeling everybody else is going to try to want this thing dead, and we need him to speak to the graph. as the proof. It
talks. It speaks.
It speaks.
It speaks.
Yeah,
it is
give
not.
some words there for example.
Hey, of all the beastmen that I've encountered in my years, it's nothing like that.
It's a dangerous
And where is the creature right now?
It's in the wind currently.
The wind.
Yes, in
Wait.
hiding with our.
Well,
what is happening in the wind?
the witch hunters, they mobilized maybe 30 minutes ago. Some big operation, some hunt.
Ooh, what are they hunting?
I don't know.
Oh,
They don't share that information with us.
gotcha.
They operate independently. Yeah, probably witches. Thanks, guard. Some smart aleck lieutenant in the back.
I'm like, yeah. All right, buddy. I don't read.
Thank you, George.
Anyways, don't know what's going on, but if he's located in the wind, there's nothing we can do about it tonight.
Got to find a way to protect him. I don't know. I don't want to obviously interfere with the witch hunters because that's not always a good thing to do.
I would say it's never a good thing to do.
Yeah.
He's an elf.
So
he can protect himself.
if you can get this prisoner,
Mhm.
I'm not yet going to buy that it's a Skaven if you're saying it can talk, but if you can get this beastman or whatever it is here by morning, by sunrise,
Okay.
I'll provide a protection detail. We'll keep it in custody until we can get it to the grass.
You trust the protection detail?
His personal protection detail, I bet he does.
Well, I'll at least have some guards, and you guys will be there. So hopefully you can take care of whatever problems might happen. But I can't do anything about it tonight because there's a whole lot of other things far more important going on right now.
Agreed.
So I'll leave it up to you to protect whatever this is until morning.
We can bring him back to this location here.
You can bring him here
Okay.
to the field of marshals.
Yep.
We'll put him in protection.
Okay.
And if necessary, if he turns out to be what you say he is, then we'll figure out how to get him to the graph.
Okay.
Or get the graph to come to him.
Alrighty. Are you headed out to go assist the witch hunters tonight?
No, I'm here to now fill out a whole bunch of paperwork
I figured.
because of all these problems that people keep making in this area. If the Reichland would just leave the witch hunters out of Marienburg, things would go a lot smoother.
This guy must be fatigued.
Right, Reichland is the one that has the witch
Yeah,
hunters.
you said in Marienburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, the lieutenant chimes in to correct shipment, but he's tired.
Just like, I'm fatigued 11 because of you guys.
He frowns at the lieutenant, indicating he will not be getting a bonus this week.
I'll take it. All right. I'll see you shortly.
He'll be here. He says by dawn. Get
Yep.
this creature here.
Yep.
And he'll be good.
Okay.
So, where would the two of you like to go at that point? Like I said, it's shortly after 10 o'clock at this point.
Do we want to go in the portion of the city that's burning on fire?
I don't have any issues with being a witch.
I do have an issue with being a witch.
Just checking.
I'm not sure what you were saying.
God damn, dude.
I can't read. I'm not smart.
Purposeful or whatever.
Everybody here took a second after you said that went, wait.
I heard the beginning and I'm like, I'm just waiting for Andy to be corrected or just go along with it.
Someone being a witch? That's the spell.
Yes. All of a sudden, just fireballs. Earn them.
Been heard them all along.
That's right. As I whisper, and his ear hears. You were right all along.
I would hunt you down to my dying day.
If you've got somewhere else that's safer for you, totally understand. But I've got to get back. I have to get back.
Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
have to assist him with my stealthiness.
Now, you guys are both aware, being a wizard, licensed or otherwise, when the witch hunters are active, not a great situation to be in.
That's kind of why I said I have an issue with being a witch.
Well, it's not being a witch.
It's
They're looking for any sources of rogue magic or mutation to cull, and you may very well be guilty by association.
Might be worth you staying here and protecting him until we get back.
Here's also the issue. If that thing dies, the elf is going to immediately pin it on me, and then he's going to kill me.
Well, I mean, if it dies in front of you, yeah, probably.
Even
That'd be
if I'm
two
not-
separate situations.
Even if I'm not there, he's a psychopath. He's gonna go, oh, the person that has been trying to get him not to go with the group got him killed. I could sit here in this building being watched by Schitzman and he wouldn't care.
Well,
He
if you
would
guys-
just go, you killed him.
I don't. Maybe you want to go hang out with the Graph? I don't know. I don't know how to help you.
That'd be.
I can't make you not. I can give you a different cloak.
I love how everybody's suddenly afraid of my
I
help.
agree.
Mine
Well,
was nothing all of a sudden.
I'm just saying, mine was not.
Not
Can
even.
you go directly
Not even a
to the
little
graph?
bit. It's all right.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You're not a nobleman, you're not a counselor, you're not a member of the government.
It was worth a try.
You have no access to the graph directly.
But you didn't like. You could hide at the gate.
You
All
guys,
shady like.
the only one of you that would have any potential direct access to the graph would be the elf,
Yep.
who
Has already
has
met
a
him.
prior relationship with the
He
graph.
shot him.
Yep.
And yeah, he did.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Did.
Shot him.
You! It wasn't my fault.
He points at him. We all just kind of separate. We are not with him.
That's right. Other than that, no. The rest of you are commoners as far as the paladins.
I
are concerned.
totally
I am-
forgot about that.
I am just now
I
remembering.
grab you by the shoulders and I say,
You kept me
"Be
there.
safe, brother." And I run off to the one location that I know.
Okay, so
You
you're
were
heading
say
to
they
the
shot
wind.
the graph
Yep.
and left.
Where are you going to go now that you're alone at the watch
Yeah,
at the watch house? You going to stay to watch over Schutzman? You going to go somewhere else? Or what do you want to do?
I'll message you on what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
If that along the way to there is that the location where
right now.
the house we were just in is?
No.
Okay.
The house. If you're looking at the map.
Oh, now we scroll out a little bit.
Okay. So the place where you guys were at was over here.
Okay.
If you can see that.
Yep.
Okay. The wind is over
It's
here,
down there. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
just to the west of
the
it.
first place you pinged is where we went for the house that was that we
with the
dropped
rats.
box. No, drop the box off at.
No, where the wind is
The,
here.
the original location of
sorry.
what you had said. Is
Sorry,
it?
let me correct it. The Dwarven Engineering Guild is here.
Mhm.
This region is the wind.
Okay.
Okay. Where you originally dropped the box off was here because it was near the stairwells and everything. It was in that region. That's also where that warehouse was with the necromancer that had the undead in the courtyard.
I remember that, but okay. And you've changed it because I've been using this
I
area.
think
This
we
little area over here is where we dropped the box. Or
Okay.
at least looked for it.
I mean, maybe some things changed over time. I don't know.
That's
The,
I mean, we've
according
only
to
been in the city for like 2 years now.
I know.
Yeah.
the location to the east is, let me get the actual label. That is the Alt Quarter. Okay, that's where the Bretonian Inn is
Gotcha.
with Half Nose.
Yeah.
And that's where you guys went to talk to the warehouse for the food and the rats and so forth. The Wind is off to the left, and that's where the Commission of Public Works is,
Pigeon.
the Wind Hall Haulage, and the Dwarven Engineering Guild. Okay,
And they were specifically doing an operation in the wind tonight.
that's
Yep.
what you've heard.
And where I am at is in
The Wind.
Yeah.
That hit you.
So I'm sprinting there quickly.
Okay, so you're heading there.
Not picking up a new weapon.
Okay,
Darn it.
you got your shield armed and
Got
everything.
my shield.
Okay. So, the two of you are sitting there counting coins, discussing your next plan, getting ready to head to the Ronalden place, when Ben's character wanders in. If that changes anything.
Told you not to count coins here.
I thought we were at the Ronalden place.
You guys haven't left yet.
Okay.
Good.
Well, we had decided not to count the coins until we got to the Ronalden place.
Oh, okay.
Because
So yeah.
yeah, hey, here's a fortune, everybody.
I just assumed you went up to your room or whatever.
No,
counted
no,
them in private. But
Okay,
that-
yeah, we just stopped
Okay.
to check in, and nobody. So we're taking him with us.
I don't know.
Huh?
He was there when he killed them all. Didn't walk out with us. So
Yeah, but I don't think he's participating.
I don't doubt.
He's an actual log.
I don't doubt.
Brandon.
I've seen lawmen do some evil stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I sent you over there.
So
Yeah, that's money. Yeah. Is that the
So-
payment from the dude?
Part of it, yeah.
You want to be a thief?
Not really. It's more of a hobby.
Here's the thing, right? You're a lawman.
Sure.
Why did you let those guys kill those 2 guards?
Do you really think I could stop the elf?
No, none of us can. So,
Otherwise, I'd be dead too.
He's too crazy.
so here's the deal. We're gonna go to the Ronaldo place, and that's where we're gonna go chill tonight.
He's not going to be welcome there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I've
You're a
already
lawman.
been.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've been in there before.
All right. So
You guys just.
I'm gonna. How much ever? I don't care how much is actually in the pouch, right? I assume there's 60 coins
There
in
is.
there. So I'm gonna pull 10 out and slide them across to him.
Okay.
Right. We're out of here.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow.
So you're staying at the Old L Inn.
Yeah.
You guys are heading to the Ronaldo Tavern.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
am getting sleep. I
Right.
hate fatigue.
You're getting
I
some
thought he was
sleep.
gonna say sloshed. I'm gonna get
He's getting some sleep. You guys head to the Ronaldo Inn. You get there without much difficulty. My understanding, you guys are planning to stay there for the night
Yes.
until the morning.
Yes.
So there you find a safe place. They have beds in the back and so forth
Okay.
for people who need some quiet time
Yes.
outside of the view of the city.
With some happy.
They charge you a silver apiece
Okay.
for the rims. You get some
You're
get
not
some
supposed to know
rest.
about that kind of stuff, Ben.
So meanwhile, the other ones. You head to the Wind. When you get there, when you get most of the way, you start noticing there's a trend of locals that, despite the relatively late hour, 10:30, 11 o'clock or so, there's a lot of people on the street, all seemingly heading away from the Wind.
Make sure you donate to Reynolds.
Okay, including
Okay. How much?
some merchants, some
It's
locals,
customary
and so forth.
10% of your permit.
Several people comment
That ain't
as
happening.
you're heading the opposite direction that, oh, you don't want to be going there, man. The witch hunters, they're on a rampage. There's chaos cultists and black magic and evil afoot and so forth.
I'll throw 2 silver in.
Okay.
Yep.
There seems to be all sorts of things. Okay. Where specifically are you trying to head to?
I want to head in the direction of that building
Okay.
to see if stuff is centralized there.
Yes.
If I'm questioned or anything like that,
You
I'm
are
here to assist.
Okay, you are not questioned per se. After a while, you get to a line of city patrol
Mhm.
that are sort of turning people away and saying, "Okay, yeah, you're not allowed to go past this. There's an operation taking place and so forth." At the far end of the street, maybe a block or 2 away, you see this building in front of a small courtyard, and there are maybe a half dozen men with pointy hats standing around. They're wielding crossbows, pistols. One guy is slumped back against a large wooden jailer's wagon type thing. Has a couple of arrows in him. And they're just shackling the door and getting ready to roll out. You see a couple of them holding what looks like a fairly ornate bow and some weapons that look similar to the elves.
Mm.
Okay.
Are they moving in my direction?
They look to be heading in a different direction, heading north from where you're currently at.
I want to try to circle. If they're heading out with this body, they're taking the body with them as well.
The person that's slumped is
Yeah.
injured but
Yeah.
not dead. They have some people tending his wounds and so forth. And then, like I said, there looks to be another 6 or so witch hunters milling about, plus some drivers, other guards, and so forth. Several of them have torches out, and it looks like they're getting ready to set fire to the building.
And that is the building that I know it is.
Yes.
Is that do I see a direction to circle to get around that to maybe the backside of the
Intercepting?
building? To get to the
Or to the-
backside of the building, maybe.
You could probably get through like the alleyways and everything. Yeah.
As quickly as I can. I'd like to.
Okay.
Because I don't see a creature or anything like that. I only
Nope.
see the person and the weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really bad.
All right.
Okay.
I will.
And you're going.
Really bad at random men.
and you're going
I
to.
got sold out.
I assume you're trying to stay out of sight of any of the witch hunters and the guards.
Yes, as best I can. And then
Okay.
the only skill I have stealth urban, which I picked
Okay.
up with
Yeah,
the
that'd
graveyard,
be the
so
appropriate skill. That's fine.
if that works.
So okay. What's your stealth skill?
42.
42. Okay.
And I don't know if urban like gives me a bonus because I'm in urban. Or...
It lets you use it when you're urban,
Oh, okay. Cool.
as opposed to you get penalties if you're elsewhere.
Okay.
I've got
Okay. So go ahead and give me a blind GM roll using your stealth skill. Okay. You roll. You start working your way through the alleyways and so forth. Between the amount of attention that's in this area, by the time you make it to the back of the building, you're not necessarily spotted. Nobody seems to really care per se. But they've already lit the building on fire at this point. There's still a half dozen of them sort of spread out to make sure the fire doesn't spread and so forth. They're trying to keep it under control. They don't want to burn too much. But at the same point, the building is already burning. So you approach the rear door of this building. You said it was a business on the first floor and lodging on the upper floor. Doors currently closed and presumably locked.
Raging Inferno.
No,
Just
not yet.
Fronts on fire.
It's just getting started.
Um,
You got maybe 3 or 4 minutes before it's a raging inferno.
as I've traversed and looking down alleys, have I got a better look to see if I recognize it that it is him?
The person that was injured
Mhm.
looks to be another one of the witch hunters.
Okay.
The wagon and horses and everything are long gone at this point.
Okay. I'm going at the back. I'm going to attempt to open the back door. If it
It
is
appears to
locked.
be locked.
Okay. I will attempt to bash it open.
Okay.
I figure the fire might.
Sure.
Okay.
Scary.
Strength check.
Give me a strength check.
This is how the elf goes away.
I can't believe you didn't kill one of them.
Okay. You push.
will re-roll that.
Okay.
That is.
That was pretty low.
Yeah. That is
You're weak from all your recent events.
right. Stealthing takes it out of me.
It does.
Let's try that again. And no.
Okay.
Still no.
So it's an old door. It was damaged already. You give it a kick, push it open. Inside there's a pile of trash piled up to it. Looks like fairly recently. It gets knocked out of the way, makes a huge clatter and loud noises and everything. Looking around, the first floor, like I said, was a merchant shop. It was abandoned, looted, and so forth. It looks like it's been tossed fairly recently. And several of the windows in the front are broken. And you can see areas where there's fire starting to burn and everything. You maybe have another minute or two to search upstairs, presumably. You know there's no basement in this
Yeah.
area.
I'll just run up to the upstairs to see if there's anybody here.
Okay.
And
You go up there, you find one room that has a couple of arrows stuck in the hallway wall. Quite a bit of blood, mainly in the hallway. And then some burn marks inside the room. And the strong smell of gunpowder, along with several bullet holes in the wall. Okay. There's also a strong smell of rat musk in the room, and that's about it.
no window in this room.
There is a window that's broken, but not enough to go
Go
through.
through. Okay. Then I'll get back out of the building, go back out the back.
Okay.
And would I know? Well, if the watch was backing up the witch hunters and Key and Creek's safe space or whatever, where do the witch hunters? Where do I know where they would go? Would they go back to the watch?
They would not go back to the watch. They have their own outpost where they deal with their things in their own way.
I will. Would I know where that would be?
You could probably identify where it is,
Okay.
but it's not a public place by any means.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be like go up and knock on the door, but
It's like breaking into Alcatraz.
gotcha. Would like to go to that location, keeping a safe distance to see if I can,
Okay.
see if maybe the carriage is there, anything like that. If they have
Sure.
any trouble getting through.
Yeah, I mean, their outpost or whatever is a large tavern building
Okay.
type thing. They maintain their operations there. You've been referred to at least once or twice previously in Middenheim When you guys first arrived, everybody was curious about it. But they have a large tavern, and you see several guards milling about, several of the witch hunters and so forth. The wagon, you recognize 2 or 3 of them located outside. The horses have been removed and so forth. And the place looks like there's quite a bit of activity right now.
Keeping, I don't know how much of a distance I can keep, or
Time for mission impossible.
I want to listen in. I want to listen in. I want to.
If only you knew some Ronaldans.
Well, I'd like to pull up my cloak and walk past as nonchalantly, maybe.
You're gonna try to go into
No, not inside.
Oh, just walk
in the
past
air
on
and
the
try to
street?
listen if I can hear anybody talking to each other.
No,
they're
they're fairly disciplined, so there's no discussions or anything like that. I mean, they don't make any move to stop you walking by on the street.
Gotcha. All right. I'm going to then go back to the Old Ale Inn.
Okay.
See if I can retrieve any of my cohorts. See if everybody's there and report and let them know where
Okay.
the elf is, because we got to figure this out by morning.
Okay. Okay, so you head back to the Old Ale Inn where you find Ben fast asleep on one of the beds.
Not for long.
Okay. You walk in. It feels like you've just gone to sleep when suddenly Oswald shakes you to wake and says, "What's going on, Nan?"
What? I just got to sleep.
All right. Listen. So here's what happened.
See what happened was.
I think the witch hunters decided that the elf is a witch, but I don't think that's right. But maybe. I don't know. He wears weird clothes, but I think they captured him. I don't think they killed him. But I did see him with his bow, and I know he doesn't go. I see them with his bow, and he didn't go anywhere without his bow. So we gotta save him. But he's in the witch hunters prison.
Okay.
If they captured, not killed, the elf, how do you think we're going to get Gavin in the building?
We're heroes.
Plot armor,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah, we are not the main character.
I don't actually have armor. I just have a tattoo that says armor misspelled, like male. But where's everybody else? Why are you the only one here?
So you guys told me where you guys were going, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went to the Ronaldo.
They went to the Fifth Finger Tavern or whatever it's called. I don't know where he went because he left before I got there, I think.
He was with me. He was over at Schutzman's. He was staying there because the witch hunters are baddies. He didn't want to get blacked out. So, I don't think he's going to be able to help us anyway. Because the witch hunters
They really don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, they don't not like him, but they need somebody to blame. They're going to blame him. Okay. Are you coming with me? Are you getting up? What are you doing?
I was sleeping.
Right. Not was you doing. What are you doing? I know what you was doing.
I'm sleeping. I can't help with stealth operation.
All right. Do you have an extra weapon?
Okay.
Sure. I toss you my sword. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. I have a weapon
See
again.
if you can catch it or lose your hand.
And Stumpy, jam it into the stump.
Okay, so you give it your sword.
And then I head right to the Renault
The fifth finger?
Fifth Finger.
You know where that is?
I do. I was there.
Okay, you were there?
Yep.
I wasn't sure if you were there.
That's the sad thing about this group. Everyone knows where it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it's not really a secret place. It's just you got to know people who know it. So. Okay, so you're heading there. It is getting close to midnight or so by this point. When you wander into the Ronaldan Inn. In the meantime, before you get to there, maybe 11 o'clock or so, William wanders into the Old Ale Inn.
A running joke. Like I'm waiting for a punchline at the end.
So have I fallen back asleep yet or no?
Yeah, probably.
Shadow Grade works at
So
the bar.
you get back to the Old Ale Inn. You find the only one that's here is the road warden fast asleep in one of the beds.
Okay. I'll
Get some sleep or wake him up?
I'll get some sleep.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
Aww.
A road warden, a mercenary, and a wizard wander into the bar.
Money been sorted.
Road Warden finally gets some sleep.
Okay. So you head over to the Ronaldan Inn. Do you remember the password?
Sure.
Which is?
Oh, you wanted it.
Yes.
It is not honor among thieves. Because that's what he kept saying. And it was incorrect.
I think a thief would know some password.
He's not a thief.
What's the tithe? Something.
I am. Was.
I'm a sad murderer. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, they're not willing to let you.
All right, I'll sit outside the door and wait. If this is where they're at, I gotta wait until they come back.
Wait till morning.
I gotta wait until they come back out. Whenever they do.
I would ask you if you knew the password.
So-
I know the password.
Early morning. Everybody wakes up. Not fatigued. You still have one
Yay.
level of fatigue, sleeping in the alleyway.
It's my first level.
Everybody else is fine.
Fuck yeah.
Finally.
All your fatigue is gone. What time specifically did you guys plan to get up?
When was our appointment?
Your appointment with the Graph is at 10 a.m. For some of you, you had an appointment at sunrise, which would be about 6 a.m. But you guys aren't aware of that.
I won't say. Okay, cool.
You guys
Yeah.
were not aware of that.
8 o'clock, get some breakfast, clean up a little, get over there.
Yeah. Are we meeting at the Graf's like the entrance to the palace, or at the watch place?
The original intent was to meet at Schutzmann's,
Okay.
and he would go with you to the Graph.
Did I at least get a cut?
Yeah,
Money?
I'll give you your 10 gold.
Okay. I deposit 1 gold in the.
Okay.
Is that I thought it was 25%. Whatever.
Okay. So, around 9 o'clock or so, door opens up, and you're woken up by these two and a dog licking your face.
Oh, Betty. Oh.
And you realize, it's like a couple of hours past sunrise at
Oh,
this
gosh.
point.
Where have you guys been? Like, I've been stuck. Like you, I don't know where you've been because you are you and you're
You
new.
woke up in the morning.
All right.
What time did you plan to get up?
7 o'clock.
Okay. So you guys get up around 7 or 8 o'clock or so, get your stuff ready. Where do you want to go? Or you guys sort it out. What are you guys doing?
We met up with that.
That
Yeah,
Oh,
like
then
you
it
walked
was
out
him.
the front door and I'm standing there.
He's sleeping in the
Oh,
alley
yeah.
outside of the fifth
I'm
finger.
gonna wait for you to get here because I don't know the password. I'll walk in with you guys every single time. I don't know what's going on.
fatigue.
What?
So
Trying
anyways,
to cure or
Like,
cause
Are you
fatigue.
hungry?
He's gone.
always.
Come on. Let's
No,
get him
hold
some
on.
food.
No, wait, listen. Hold on. So, the elf has been captured by
What?
witch hunters.
Oh, well, he's dead.
Right. So's the Skaven, is my assumption. He
That's
wasn't
also
there.
dead then.
But we gotta save him.
How about alternate suggestion? I have this sack of gold, and we leave.
And go where?
Anywhere where the witch hunters aren't.
So the witch hunters don't want us. They got what they wanted. But we
Don't
we can
leave town with the elf sack.
right, we can either
Smooth leather.
I mean, if you're saying that you think the
Stop showing that around.
What?
We're in an alleyway.
right,
Right next
Stop.
to the Ronaldan Inn.
Stop showing that around.
put
it
your
in
sack
bag.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it in your pants.
So
Keep your bag in your pants. Nobody wants to see your sack.
so like if
A very full sack.
if the Skaven isn't alive, if you're sure it's gone, you're what's left.
Did you wait?
You're the witness. You're all
Did
that's
you
left.
see these witch hunters?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
they have the elf?
No, maybe it could have been inside the cart, but the amount of damage that was done to the elf hunters, to the witch hunters, and the fact they had his bow.
But you never saw a body.
I never saw his body, so I'm assuming he's a captive.
No, he's slippery. He's super slippery.
He is, but he wouldn't leave without his bow.
Only at night.
Well, he would if it let him get away.
Well, I didn't see him, and I'm really perceptive.
Didn't he have 2 bows?
That's a fair point. He had 2 bows.
Oh, and then I didn't get it stood up.
You didn't know that. Come on.
You carry.
Did not. Did not know.
Okay.
You carry a fucking stick this long, 2 of them.
No,
You're gonna
one.
kill the
The one.
bonus.
One.
He only carries
I
one.
only carry
He
one.
only carries one.
Where the fuck did you put the other one?
Wow.
I'm not gonna say.
That's awesome.
He's only covered it a few times in the
Yes.
story.
That is fantastic.
So in all reality,
Long-time viewers might know.
They like summon this fucker out of thin air?
Yep.
Summon bow.
so
I don't care.
Shootsman is waiting for us.
All I know is that daggers in your future.
Shootsman's waiting for us
Let's go talk to
to
Shootsman.
take us to the graph, and I told him that we had a Skaven, but we don't have one now. And we kind of woke him up last night, and he was not happy. So he's not going to be super happy now. But if we've got, at least we have a witness, and we've got a building with underground, looks like terrain going like where the rats ate some guards, and then we can bring them back there if we need to too for more proof.
There. All right.
So what do you
No,
want to
they're
do
at the
with the
Ronaldo place right now.
Well,
They're
I
sorting
mean,
out
I
what
was
they're
gonna
gonna do.
rush in and save the elf and just kill all the witch hunters.
No.
I got a weapon again. I didn't have one all last night. And no one bothered me.
That's why he couldn't do it.
Wait,
Right, I would have done it last night.
so what
I left my weapon at the crime scene yesterday.
It's only a dozen
what
witch
weapons did
hunters.
you see that they had?
His bow.
But what about the axe?
What about the axe?
The giant battle
I
axe.
didn't know he had an axe. I don't pay attention to what he carries. He's weak. I'm surprised he can carry a battle axe.
I'm not convinced they have them.
Well, I mean, maybe the graph will just allow us to get the witch hunters. I mean, graph is pretty powerful, right? Can he make a request to the witch hunters like that?
No.
Can we just bring down the city upon the witch hunters?
No. I don't know. I don't think so.
The amount of shit I lived through without any armor.
I mean,
armor.
there was bullet holes in the wall.
What do you want to
There
do,
wasn't
Mr.
any-
Honorable Thief?
And I didn't see any blood.
Go to Schritzman.
Fine,
And
let's go to
then-
Schutzman.
and then
I have no
goes-
problem harassing that guy. I love it.
But then go straight from there to the graph because we've got to make our appointment, and you're going to have to testify.
No.
Okay.
All right, Schutzman it is.
I mean, if he was captured last night by the witch hunters, he would be dead, so there's nothing to save.
And we can't get a rat from the witch hunters.
He
either.
got captured.
Well, that's
I'm not convinced. That dude is like herpes. He keeps coming back.
Well, maybe he'll pop up.
I'm just saying, in terms of break into the witch hunters and kill every single last one of them to save the elf. There's no reason to do that.
I've taken some arrows. I'm tough.
Do you really want to risk your life for the elf?
For everyone.
This is amazing.
I'm a hero.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I saved.
I'm the only one that
Literally, and the only
thinks.
reason why he lived. Who else?
I'm the only one that thinks he's a hero.
Oh,
I
I
really do
understand.
think I'm a hero.
And I've been your most troubled defender this whole time. All
Okay.
right, let's go.
So you guys are heading to Schutzman's.
Before I
Yeah.
went crazy,
Okay,
it was a
so
really
the
nice
two of
guy.
you wake up in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock or so, get dressed, get cleaned up, etc. Where are you guys going to go first thing in the morning?
I consider you my partner.
You've already
Is that 7?
missed the deadline for getting the Skaven to Schutzman's at dawn.
Yeah.
You know you have an appointment with the Graph at 10. You need to be at Schutzman's around 9. Is that where you guys are going to go, or you have
Yeah,
something else you want to do first?
I am going there.
Yeah.
Oh,
More snow.
Okay.
watch
Really?
You're going to go with the tent with Road Warden and watch out for him?
Yeah. It's there.
Huh?
He's going to protect you, man. Okay.
Okay.
So the
I'm
5 of
keeping
you.
my hood down
for the record.
Okay. So you're looking more wizard-like.
fine with that.
Okay. So you guys all go to Schutzman's. You arrive there around 9 o'clock or so.
Mhm.
He's outside, pacing back and forth, a little anxiously. Says, "Where you guys been? I thought you were going to be here at dawn. I've been here for like 3 hours. You, wizard. Talking to you. You said you were going to be here at dawn. You
And
had some beastmen. Was that just
I stepped
gibberish?
I don't think we're there.
I
Yeah,
didn't go there because I don't want to go anywhere near the watchmen or the witch hunters. Because
Well,
you know,
Yeah, but
wizard-
what?
he asked him why the thing isn't here because I wasn't there.
Yeah, where's the elf?
So the elf, I think, may have been captured by the witch hunters last night. Like, I attempted to go into the house I thought he was hiding in, and they had set it on fire. So I think they took him and the Beastman rat thing. But I didn't come empty-handed because I knew you'd be pissed. So we have an actual person of repute to be our to speak on our behalf to the graph. He's the proof. He's the guy. He's the thing.
Informant.
Yes,
The guy, he's the thing.
he's informant of information man.
And who are you? And what grand information are you going to share? And what proof?
I was a friend of the person who stole the crown.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I thought you were the one who stole it.
And
So you're providing hearsay information.
no, almost first-hand experience with him handing it off.
Love it. Yes. Yes.
So hand and a half hand information. Right.
With a paw.
And
Almost first hand.
That's what
could
we
say
in the
almost
legal
first
field
paw.
call hearsay.
Oh god.
and
That's fucking brilliant.
we figured out what was messing around underneath. It was the Beastman things that were underneath the Lockman's warehouse.
Did you bring one?
Well, we didn't, but there's still more in there. You could see down where like they were killing guards and stuff.
At Lockman's?
And in the
underneath.
place right next door,
Huh?
which adjoined to it, a guy that disappeared, don't remember his name, but he was walled up and there's like a scratching in the wall, scary scratching thing, said some words that I don't read, so.
I don't know anything about that. The guards reported in this morning. They checked by there. The guards we had watching the place never checked in last night.
Yeah.
They found them in a hole,
Been eaten?
stabbed with an arrow in one of the heads.
Well, it must have
Looked
been.
like an elven arrow, according to the guards.
I wouldn't know what an elven arrow looks like, but
I don't trust they necessarily know either, but they said elf, an arrow, and
were there bite marks on them?
don't know. They said they were stabbed and dead. Nothing else there. Just 2 dead guards.
At the bottom of a weird
Lockman's
pit.
hasn't been seen since last night.
Oh my gosh, Lockman's gone. That's
Okay.
when I rushed back to you. Oh,
I'm standing behind you this whole time. I'm hiding behind him.
Right.
I don't want the attention
So-
of the graph in this at all.
As much as this is a whole
Conundrum.
fucked up situation here, we gotta get to the graph.
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
We have various items collected from our prior adventures that may
Just some
serve as
curses.
proof. That may serve as the proof we need.
Well,
He's tired.
I hope you got whatever proof you have, because we gotta get to the graph now.
Shootsman is
I've
fatigued
been back in Ohio for almost 5 years now.
3 times.
Twice.
No, I've been.
Oh no, I meant like 3 times.
Yeah, in that 5 years, 3 times I've heard your dad drop the F bomb.
There you go.
This time it wasn't out of anger at
Role
us.
play.
This time it wasn't. And hey, this time it wasn't anger at us for being stupid asses. So that's okay.
It's a game.
That's a
An
win.
improvement.
Okay.
All right.
I will warn you, we have one item that may even barely be served as proof. The rest are various items that were connected somehow that we haven't figured out yet.
That's gonna be up to the graph to decide at this point.
That's right.
I've done everything I
To the
can.
graph.
You're gonna have to convince him.
Let's go.
Hopefully, I haven't just wasted the last several weeks of our lives. But I guess we'll find out. See
Yes.
how strong your case could be.
What kind of pull do you have with the witch hunters?
Can you say something to maybe retrieve on behalf of our elf and
We can certainly make inquiries if the graph is supportive
yeah.
and see what, if anything, can be done.
Okay.
Okay.
But generally, if the witch hunters have them, they don't come out.
I'm not convinced they have him.
Okay.
That's what I would like to find out.
And that's fine. We'll make inquiries when we have time. Right
Okay.
now we don't.
Yeah.
We're out of time for that.
I'm trying, Matt.
Okay.
I'm trying.
So, you travel with him presumably to the palace, correct?
Yep.
Okay. At the palace, several things. First, the guards at the gate are all welcoming the Schutzman. They're a little bit dubious about the rest of you.
Yeah.
Everybody loves me.
They look at you, and they say, "Okay, You guys, we do have you on the list. You are good for an appointment today with Schutzman's authority. Please check your weapons here.
Cool. Here you go.
I just got
Okay.
this.
My shield too, or just my
All your weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my shield's on.
My dagger, my order.
They're not worried about a shield.
Okay.
Is there any weapons that people want to try to sneak past them?
Oh no. No, I will not.
I ain't pissing nobody up. I got a crowbar, but I think that'll be all right too.
It'll be funny.
What did I do every time we went there?
Is a warpstone
I
born?
buried it in the wall.
So,
There's like 10 weapons.
Is a warpstone?
is it like a willpower check or something to leave this behind?
No, you want to leave it behind?
Just give it to the guard.
They have a box they're collecting weapons in.
We're about to get our answer.
Stay with me.
Do you want to leave it behind, or do you want to try to hide it?
I will. Huh?
Keister.
I'm not keystering a fucking knife. Are you serious?
The halfling, it doesn't go that far.
No. I will. I'll take my bag,
Uh-huh.
put all my weapons in the bag,
Okay.
right,
And then give him the bag.
and tie it off,
Okay.
and I look at the graph and go, or
Graph's
not the
on
graph,
it.
the Schutzman and go.
Well, I guess you'll have to get it back when we're done.
That's fine, but do you trust these guards not to steal it? It's a very expensive thing.
Yeah.
It's his mom's.
I mean, with how old he is, he could be.
So I'm gathering everybody else is leaving their weapons willingly.
Yeah.
The halfling seems to have some reluctance. And the only question I need is, are you going to put the knife in the bag, or are you going to try to conceal it?
I'm not gonna try to conceal it
Okay.
because
I'm giving.
I mean I have pretty good sleight of hand.
What?
But I doubt it will be good.
Powderhorn's not a weapon.
I know. Just
Okay.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So I know.
Bombs technically would
I
be.
don't go-
They probably would not want you to have bombs in front of the ground.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
what I'm gonna do is when I put the knife, the nice one, in, I'm gonna put it underneath all the other things, so
That's fine.
it just looks like a pile of fucking crappy
That's fine.
daggers and all that stuff.
That's fine.
Except the
Yeah,
really.
the guards are explaining due to the recent assassination attempt.
Yeah.
The graph has heightened security.
Oh, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
It was like a month ago.
Yeah, I heard he got shot with an arrow.
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
All right.
Yeah, it was a terrible
Okay.
shot though, so it didn't
So
matter.
you leave it behind.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you guys wander in.
If only I had the bow that would have had that arrow come back, I would have saved that arrow.
That's your special.
You just
weapon.
stare it down and lick it. Like,
That was before I ever got that bow.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Okay.
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. So what I will do in that case is I will use sleight of hand while I'm walking to try to hide it.
Okay.
Right? Shove it down my pants, whatever I gotta
Up your
do.
butt. Got it.
Yeah.
you are.
Swallow it.
He's like, that's shit!
That's exactly what happened. You fucker.
Well, man, I don't feel so bad about
That's
that.
that
It's
answers
not
that
that big of a deal. Maybe I don't have to say,
So the other thing you guys notice as you head up towards the palace, you smell the smell of barbecue on the air.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. In front of the palace, off to the side, there is the remnants of what looks like a recent pyre.
Not cool. I
Okay.
just got really hungry over a burnt elf.
There
Like
is some
extra
sort of humanoid shackled to the top to the pole.
Uh-huh.
Nothing but charred bones at this stage.
No bending ear.
Can I go over there and take a look for
Sure.
half a second? I want to
There's nobody really paying much attention to it. It's still giving off some heat, bit of smoke and everything.
I want to look. I want to use my my medical skill,
Okay.
my heal skill, to see if I can determine what type of
Creature it
humanoid
is.
it was. If
Sure.
it was human, elf,
Sure.
whatever.
Medical roll.
That's a good idea.
Radiskull.
Alright, homunculus.
The sad part is if it was me, it'd be pretty obvious. Since I was 6'7".
Yeah.
Is this average or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just
kinda
see
shrinks
the people.
This is.
You were really
I'm
We
not.
just see one
I'm
of
sorry.
the glittering bronze.
You were just
here.
two
Shining
halflings
off the
stacking on
side.
top of
They
each other.
compressed you before they burned you.
Nice.
They better.
My
stay.
God.
Okay. So, the body does appear to be elvish.
Oh.
Notable for the fact that there's a section on the right side of the skull that's heavily damaged. Approximately where the ear would have been.
Listen, with all the other things that you think he can do, you tell me he can't, like, fake his own death. He didn't have a body.
I'm gonna go to Schutzman.
That's a good
Was that
idea,
the elf?
actually.
I have no idea. That's witch hunter business. I don't get involved in that.
That looks like the elf.
Is there
Doesn't look the same to me, but okay,
He's
I'll
the
take
one
your word
that
on
had
it.
The evidence.
anything on the
Well, guess you guys gonna have to figure it out. He heads into the palace with you guys.
is there anything in the burnt ashes on the ground as
No.
we walk past? Okay.
A burnt ear,
That
like a
helps.
metal.
Just
ear.
open. Okay.
Nope.
They would have taken that shit off of him.
Alrighty.
No.
That's actually too bad.
I wonder who lit that fire. I bet it was
I
someone
just
named
wish I
Ernest.
had set the fire.
The last few moments you see.
Just steps
Erda.
out.
There-
I've been waiting, friend. Hey,
Artemis climbed the chain of witch hunters and is now the lead witch hunter.
That's right.
So his rules unquestioned.
And he's been listening in ever since he got the ear.
Erdem would have saved me, damn
they
it.
call him Ernum Extra Crispy.
Okay. So,
Follow me.
you guys head into the palace. Large entry area. The main doors to the audience chamber are closed.
Mhm.
Schutzman goes in, directs you guys to wait here until you're called. Okay. He heads off, talks to some guards, and then is led into another area. Okay.
Are you fine?
Beyond the doors, you can hear muffled noises
Mhm.
and shouting. There's a couple of guards, one on either side of the door, just maintaining guard or just maintaining watch. But otherwise, you guys are free to move about at least the lobby as much as you wish until they call you.
Is there another exit other than the one we came in?
There's other hallways into the palace. That
Further-
wouldn't be kosher. Yeah, further into the palace.
Okay.
That wouldn't really be kosher to go in.
Oh no, without a necessity, I wouldn't go
Right,
any further.
Halfway's
There are tapestries depicting the legends of Ulrich with silver embroidery, richly upholstered chairs, etc. There is a middle-aged man with a long, full silver beard, wearing fancy clothing, with impeccable posture, sitting in one of the chairs, staring intently at you guys.
I walk over to him.
Okay. Give me if you have lore heraldry or something similar.
Nope.
If any of you do.
Would it be theology related?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Laura Middenheim and Laura Reichler.
Yeah, can I use Lord
It's got
Gallagher?
8 guns on it.
Sure.
Well, that's it.
Now that'd be really cool.
Ah,
if this
yeah.
wasn't a...
You know it's some one of the houses,
Oh.
but you don't recognize.
Would my fortune point would have been restored? Due to the sleep.
I would say no because you guys were a bit stressed last night.
That's fine.
Give him a rest.
So. Okay. Okay. You wander over to him. He looks at you.
Good day, fine sir. What brings you to the palace today?
I have official business with the Graf.
Oh, funny enough, so do we. What time's your appointment?
Just about that time, one of the doors opens up. A formal-looking chamberlain steps out and calls out in loud tones, "Your Excellency, I present to you Count von Hellstein." The guy ignores you, stands up, and walks inside.
Talk to you later, Count.
Okay? Closes the door behind him. Okay?
I should have pickpocketed him.
That's an intimidating name.
Intimidating? Why?
What was he dressed in? Just like robes?
Noble clothes.
Oh, noble clothes.
Yeah.
No
Count von
Finally
Mel-
dressed.
One of those posh.
Man,
Yeah.
He's a witch hunter.
They all are now.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody that's here, give me a challenging perception check.
Ooh, challenge.
I'm gonna fail. Was that Hellstein, right?
Hellstein, yes. Count von Hellstein.
Ah, man.
Do you want it
Public or private?
Functionally doesn't matter.
Is it involving shadowing?
Yeah.
-0.
-5. I'm not seeing.
Okay, so Alan is the only one that just, as you guys are hanging out, can hear snatches of the discussion inside. Hellstein seems to be, starts off fairly apologetic, and seems to be being berated by the Graph for increasing his retinue of armed men beyond the numbers they had previously agreed to. He's been recruiting additional soldiers. Hellstein is apologetic, claiming he has to protect his estate. It has to be allowed to defend itself. Our holdings around Nordringen are beset by plagues and reavers from Nordland. We worry about arguments with Reichland that may need and ultimately be settled upon the field. And the two of them are debating the limitation the Graph imposes on how big of a standing army they can have, with the fact that this nobleman apparently has gone beyond those limits and now has a inordinately large force. You can take care of that?
Get some silver, buddy.
Yeah. Get some silver ready.
$1 million silver.
Okay.
That's-
While you guys are waiting, that conversation goes on for a bit. Another nobleman, fairly elderly, wanders into the entry room, takes a seat down on one of the benches near you. He has a long white beard that's fairly unkempt and wild. And he's dressed in puffed and slashed clothing made from red taffeta that's become fairly faded and worn. Okay. You guys recognize him as wearing the icons of the Karsberger family, who enjoy the command of an estate to the northeast of Mindenheim.
In the direction of the Brass Keep.
Northeast, yeah. Brass Keep is to the east, but as he sits down, he tips his hat to you as a greeting.
Good day, sir.
Good day to you all. Are you here to meet with His Excellency the Graf?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And you're here at the right time.
I can see it.
Bruegel has arranged it so that you may speak to him once he's finished with the count.
Yeah, that's a
I believe that is when we were appointed.
Are you noblemen and sincere in your devotions to Ulrich?
Oh, we're sincere in our
others
devotion to Ulrich, but noblemen we are not.
Ah, well, that explains it.
This would be more. We are professionals, sir.
So you're not noblemen.
No.
Professional what?
By the claws and teeth of the White Wolf. Do they think I would abide by this disgrace? He stands up in a huff.
No, sir. You can take our time. It's fine. It's fine. As a favor, as our duty as lowly commoners, please take our time with the Graph. We can wait. Our time is not nearly as important as yours.
Okay. Well, as long as you show proper deference, I will accept it.
I give him a little bow.
Okay.
Of course, sir. Of course.
The Chamberlain steps out, and the guy quickly wanders over to him and greets him, talks to him in hushed voices, points to you guys after a moment or two. The Chamberlain shrugs a little bit and says, and then calls out his name, and they effectively take your appointment spot as he goes in. Okay.
So noble.
This could have been really helpful for us.
They gotta learn their place.
We could have leveraged this to gain more help for our efforts. If it's attacking his land, we can use him to gain an army.
This is a different guy. That's not the guy that was in there. So
If
the other
it's-
guy came out.
No.
Count came out. Count's
No.
still in there.
Count's still in there.
Oh, this is the second.
Ooh.
guy.
If we pose that the Brass Keep is the site of an apocalypse, that's within his jurisdiction, his land, to the northeast of Mindenheim.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We can use him
Right.
to garner more.
And that's exactly where I was going with
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
With
So-
the idea that maybe not insulting the dude to start off just by our very presence would probably be beneficial for our cause here.
So halfling's playing his social skills.
I mean, he's
So,
half.
so,
Just start.
what story are we going at? Because I thought I was just going to tell my spiel about how there's a threat in the under sewers, and that's where we're going to be.
How about this?
There's a lot more to it than that. That's just your part of
That's
this.
what you know about this.
That's what you know about this. There's a lot more. In fact, I've been advocating for going for the witch hunters, but the elf said no. And look at where that got him. Fricasseed, which is a halfling term for barbecue.
Yeah.
Smelled good.
He brings up a
It
good
did,
point.
really didn't.
We need a proper story for this.
We don't
We
have proper
do.
story.
There's a-
No, I disagree.
Radas.
I disagree.
Underground it.
If we go in and start
we
contradicting-
we don't contradict in. We don't have to make up fucking lies.
Got it.
We don't have to make up stories. We go in, we tell them the whole truth for the most part, and
what most part are you?
First hand adjacent.
So we all
Their
understand
powers.
what little part we're trying to leave out.
Almost
we
right.
leave out the obvious parts of certain curricular activities by our pointy-eared friend, things like that.
I propose we leave out the part about the sewers under Mannheim as well.
No,
That's where we've been for a week.
Yeah,
we
leave that out. We were
we
there.
smell so fucking bad.
If we
We hung out in the inn for 2 weeks. Couldn't
No,
find nothing.
No, we went to the flight.
if we put that
Flick
out,
this too.
then what happens when we say
Aren't those in all?
they say a bunch of
I do have a
this
question.
we could
Okay.
use it
Okay.
to go
So-
finish this.
How
down
generally
underneath.
how generally do I have an idea of the intelligence stat of the graph?
The graph is fairly intelligent. I mean, not the smartest
Oh,
person
yeah,
in the world, but I mean,
I didn't know if he was like a grand tactician. I'm
No.
like, the tactician. So I'm like,
no, no.
He just stares you down and goes, "No."
Despite
We're
his
gonna
claim-
go try to lie to Kasparov over here.
despite his
Chase
claims, he is not the most intelligent person in the world.
okay.
Okay. Now he's not going to admit that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
but-
not asking him to admit that. I'm just talking about in general.
In general, he is considered a capable and solid ruler who's relatively fair. Okay. Now, it's the Empire, and people are always changing their minds and going against him and so forth. But he's maintained rule for quite some time.
And how would he be? I mean, he just went through two things. I mean, how close of attention does he pay attention to when someone say blathers for a long time?
Well, that
I like it.
I guess you'll have to find out.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
didn't know if like. Okay, I didn't know the
Now,
story.
as relevance, like I said, the first nobleman he was upset with because the guy was forming too big of an army.
Right.
Okay, which is a big concern these times and settings and everything because you build too big of an army, now you're a threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you building an army?
Yeah. Why are you building an army? You're allowed to have 100 men. You have 1,000. Something's up here.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's more than just, well, I had 105 today instead of 100. It was a significantly larger number. Okay.
Okay.
According to the nobleman, well, he has to be able to protect his lands. He's being raided by people from the north, etc. Okay. Now, this guy goes in, and from what little you can hear, he's much more along the lines of blathering.
okay.
Okay. He rambles on and on and on about totally inane nonsense stuff that, I mean, I guess for a nobleman it's valuable, but for any commoner is just like, what's the point? Why are you arguing about this? And he just goes on and basically just wastes most of the morning. So your 10 o'clock appointment turns rapidly into a 1 o'clock appointment.
Holy shit.
Okay. Before finally the Chamberlain goes to the door and calls for the party of Commander Schutzman and your group.
Does the aristocrat leave?
Has Schutzman been with us this whole time?
Schutzman's inside already.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hustle. Let's go.
Now, so you guys head in.
I leave my dog in the, in the
Outside?
waiting area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
The Graph is inside, slumped at the throne, looking bored. And as you guys come in, he starts to pay attention. There is a honor guard of 3 Knights Panther standing behind him, along with Princess Katerina at his side.
Mm.
Okay.
Other character, don't even look at me.
Behind him is the Knight Eternal,
Mm.
standing in full armor and weapons and everything at attention, as he does basically every day. And Bruegel, the Chamberlain, stands by the front door. The other notable people are a group of Ulrichans, including who you believe is all Ulrich, and several of his retinue or whatever, standing off to one side. There are several, you recognize several of the upper levels of the Mages Guild from different schools, although your school is notably not present here.
Yeah, they wouldn't be.
Right. There's also a small contingent off on the side of witch hunters. There's 3 or 4 in there with
This
hats.
fucking
Listen.
elf is gonna get me killed because of this fucking dagger.
It's your fault.
There's a handful of other courtly people, as far as noblemen and so forth, including the 2 people that have already come in, that are now standing off to the side. Okay. The first Schutzman comes in, and the Graph starts questioning him about this special charter that he established, and why wasn't it on board, why wasn't the council made aware, etc. Apparently, Schutzman, in investigating the plots and intrigues of the city, took it upon himself to take the initiative to set up this special charter. Okay. According to Schutzman,
Oh, it just gets better and better.
his reputation he stakes on the results of your team. Okay.
Okay.
And the Graph cautions him as he makes those grand and bold statements that this isn't the first time that he's overstepped his bounds, but this probably will be the last for him and his family if results aren't forthcoming. He doesn't have the patience for it after the events of the festival and the carnival and everything, and recent events and problems, especially with things being agitated because of the witch hunters recently. Okay. After Schutzman gives all the basics of the background and what the charter was and so forth, an aide or an advisor by the name of Prunkval steps up, and basically seems to be pointing out all the flaws and issues with Schutzman's statements, his plans, and why such task forces are detrimental to the security of the state and go against the authority of the Graph and so forth. So effectively, what you're trying to argue is against Prunkval for Schutzman and convince the Graph which one's right. Okay?
Okay.
And the results of that are either the Graph believes what you're saying and Schutzman's redeemed, or Prunkval wins out, the Graph shuts it all down, and Schutzman loses his position, his livelihood, and his position in city.
Do we know anything about this opposition?
Prunkval, he's just one of the noblemen. You know, he is public reputation is he is distrustful of Altdorf, the Empire, and Sigmarites.
Yep.
Similar to the general growing distrust that's in Middenheim. Okay. He is a naysayer that the events of Carnival had anything to do with actual plots other than Empire agents interfering with Middenheim politics.
Oh, he's worm-tongued.
Okay. eventually they finish their talks and everything. The graph turns to you guys and start off and asks you fairly directly, did you guys recover the stolen artifact? Stolen relic?
No. However, we know of its location. And do not have the current time and manpower to recover it.
It is not inside the city at this time.
Okay.
It was removed from the city, is what we've been able to discover.
As part of a larger plot.
Okay. Shot. Okay. Second.
Well, supposedly.
Yeah. Because it's going to be used in the ritual.
Which is what
With the
Right.
rat map.
you're asking.
Which we have that map.
Yes, I believe so.
That's that map.
In the background, can I try the prayer and pray?
Can you try to pray? Sure. Okay. Whatever. I won't worry about that then. I will figure it out later. The mod is not working. I was going to have a meter as far as how the argument is going.
No,
So when it comes up and it matters, I'll present it then.
What? The prayer? Okay.
If it comes up.
Okay. So, what do you guys have to say for yourselves? The Schutzman says you have endless amounts of proof and evidence of some sort of threat to the city.
We have proof. I would not call it endless. Part of our proof was apparently lost last night. So, we do have tangential evidence, and he will present the evidence now.
And I'll provide them the map with the rat map.
With the brass keep and all that on it.
Okay.
There's a larger plot.
I'll just provide the various items.
There's a larger plot underfoot. See what I did there? Underfoot. With
Is that a
what?
halfling reference?
Yeah. No, it's actually a. I will cut him a real hard look on purpose in front of everybody and be like, beastmen of an odd nature, working with, we believe, the forces of chaos to start some type of ritual involving the Morsleep, cursed be its name, in the Brass Keep. And as you can see with that map there, sir, they were gathering what we believe are various artifacts to be used within a ritual to either summon more sleep, bring it down on the planet. We're not quite sure. We're still investigating that part. And
So you're saying beastmen. Schutzman referred to them as Skaven. Surely they're extinct, or perhaps never existed.
Perhaps. So for that purpose, we're referring to them as beastmen for now. They may be Skaven, however, we have no official confirmation they are Skaven. We have slain them. We know what they look like.
We know what
However,
they smell
do
like.
not. We have no way of proving that they are beastmen over Skaven over beastmen. Therefore, we will refer to them.
Primfall chimes in, oh yes, Skaven, no doubt. I've seen them dancing at the Laughing Jackass on festive night.
yes, with you, I believe. Anyways, so I noticed there's a lack of representation for the Dwarves Guild here, gentlemen. Why is that?
Dwarves have no business in the Graph's business.
We're not talking about the grass business. We're talking about the kingdom and the city's business, and we're talking about how the dwarves are currently fighting said beastmen, skaven, whatever monsters these may be in the Undercity currently. Our companion, who, and I won't gesture to Schutzman, our companion just recently left us. The Ironbreaker, I believe, was his title, and he led a squad down there.
Yeah. And if I, the Graph, deem it necessary, I will inquire with the dwarves. But they have their business. As long as they maintain the order, we're fine.
So you just recently, hold on, you just recently, spoke ill of Schutzman's efforts, but he was using every possible resource available to investigate this and save the city. Hence the
Without
torch.
Is
We
this
should.
Is this the graph you're going after, or is this the other guy?
No, I'm talking. I'm not talking to the graph. I'm
Okay,
talking to
right.
Wormtongue.
Right.
I just
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Awoga.
I was about
No,
to
no,
just.
I'm addressing Wormtongue. I'm arguing
Yeah,
with
front
you.
fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will puff up and walk right up to him and have that conversation with him.
I pick him up to eye level.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch out for the tooth, the missing tooth in Wormtongue.
Okay. Again, his name is Prumpfall.
What-
Although he might be obviously somewhat along the lines of Wormtongue.
Prunkvold.
He is a nobleman that functionally doesn't believe Skaven exist.
And then
Okay. So which
your
is fine.
and I will make a point of your belief in Skaven existing or not has no bearance on whether or not they exist.
so
Belief is
so
not.
what you're saying is Mandrid didn't kill them all. He didn't deserve to be emperor.
I look at the witch hunters and be like,
Sounds like Sigmarite propaganda to me.
well, it's a good thing I'm not a Sigmarite.
Mandrid killed all that were currently inside
Witch Hunters mark.
Middenheim.
Check mark.
Yeah.
And those few that did escape into the wilds have returned. Whether they're beastmen, whether they are.
Well,
But they are under
the-
the city currently.
The legend of the Helm of the Rat Slayer
Right.
is that Mandrid used it 1,500 years,
Mhm.
1,000 whatever time frame it was, to defeat all the Skaven.
Gotcha.
That's how Middenheim got its reputation as undefeatable, because of that crown. Why it became the Helm of the Rat Slayer.
Gotcha.
So the myth is that everything was defeated.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, we're all realistic enough to know that
Yeah.
you're not going to eliminate 100%. There's always going to be some, but that doesn't change the myth.
Right. Are
Okay.
you contradicting the myth? I gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And Prunkval is taking the stance of only the Empire, only the Reichland would claim that Middenheim is not truly as powerful as they are. Thus, it's Sigmarite propaganda because Ulrich knows all.
The legend states that the Skaven were destroyed, correct?
Yes,
Did I say they were Skaven? Did he say they were
Schutzman
Skaven?
has.
We have identified beastmen of some particular sort.
Okay.
I am a medical physician. I deal with all of the wonderful races that are accepted within the Empire. These are obviously not accepted within the Empire. These are blasphemous things. And I'll look over at the witch hunters when I say blasphemous so that they understand that we're on the same little page. And
Oh, they're watching.
I know.
Listen,
They seem very intent on watching you.
I'm getting
I
antsy.
know.
There,
I'm getting antsy. I'm getting antsy.
I think we took that sword away. He was about
there
to
is
go.
also the aspect
Yeah.
of
I know.
The dagger's itching to come out.
No, Andy.
Yeah.
With this,
amidst the
empty
information
sword
we have
finger.
found,
Yeah.
we have also found rumor
Yeah, I
of
gave you my weapon.
other creatures of the Brass Keep, not these beastmen, very similar, if not the same, of the Great Green Menace of the North, the crow that the Norskins worship. We would like
Who are the Norse guys?
to send a.
I'm a Nordlander and don't know that.
We would like
Sounds like
to
propaganda.
Yeah.
assist the
Southern propaganda.
removal of these chaos creatures, whatever they may be, in any way.
Graf
we
chimes
can.
in and says, "None of you are in the position to request or demand anything as of yet until we have made our decision."
We're not requesting. We are simply offering our services, as we have in prior for Shootsman. We are here to help Shootsman and help the town.
So, Prunkball chimes in. So, according to Schutzman, there were other artifacts that you've recovered, pointing to this threat of. We'll follow your wording, beastmen, if you wish to use that charade. What other information? What other details do you have? How far back does this threat go?
we started our efforts about, what was it, 2 months ago, when the group was sent out to look for a lost member of the Chancellor's estate. In order to,
From a group standpoint, character player wise, when was the earliest encounter the group encountered? Not these particular characters.
I know,
Obviously,
with
changed.
with
Gavin or the purple hand?
That would have been him
because the
in
undead.
that would have been him in that underground thing long fucking time
Yeah,
ago.
my soldier.
I was just
My
The
first chance
castles,
of my soldier.
Yeah. I was more thinking like the rat machine thing in town.
Yes,
I mean, that's not my character.
Yeah.
That's not my
Yeah.
character.
Right. But the
The-
point
yeah.
is, but the
When
point is, all the
Cass
characters
went into
are
the
up
depths,
to speed on all the events of prior adventure.
Right, the last
Right.
time. Yeah.
I was
So,
simply referring
What
to
he's pushing at is, okay, start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Where was the first evidence of these beastmen causing problems?
Well, if we
More-
want to start at the beginning, then we would start with the Purple Hand cult and press forth from there because they're involved.
Yeah, the first that the generations of our group.
The first time my
It was underground in
the castle.
no, further out.
yeah.
It was in a wasteland
Yeah, it was
to the east. It was
You.
That was
scrolling stuff.
it was.
I know.
I had my behind handed to
It
me.
was a dwarf.
I ran. Yes.
It was a dwarf. And it was a slayer. And he could
Baron
not
Survive?
Baron House.
Beat the hell out of me.
No.
No, it's further
Are you-
east.
Slayer ran away.
Are you, I thought you thinking about the goblins that.
No.
He
He is
dropped
correct
it.
in the
When the ghost, when More Sleep was out,
Warpstone Desert or whatever.
Yeah.
that's where.
Yeah,
So-
he scattered on ahead or whatever because he saw something, and he went to a cave, and then he got
That was the dwarf that did that?
yeah.
No.
I thought it was the elf.
Yeah, it was the Slayer.
Well, that was the Slayer.
Wow,
And
okay.
he got jumped by like 3 or 4 of them all by himself.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Wasn't that the Barren Hills?
No.
It was further past
Further
the Barren
east.
Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But-
past the Barren Hills because there was a nice village that we stopped at that
Right
gave
before
us-
we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unterheim.
So, I'll
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
I don't
You
know.
covered that aspect.
okay, that's that aspect. And then,
Oh my god.
So we'll leave out the castle.
well, the second
No,
time there
tell the
was
castle.
the castle
part of
of
it,
the
'cause-
Wallenstein.
Yeah, because they blew up the castle. Remember?
They were underground, moving warpstone underneath the castle, and in turn actually decimated
now.
the entire castle.
From Falls said, "Are you sure? It sure wasn't cheese they took. The two can look an awful lot alike, you know."
Oh, I'm sure.
I
And
grabbed
explosive.
I grabbed
pulled
it.
out the powder horn.
I grabbed the cheese.
Okay, the witch hunters take notice of that,
This,
and the royal guard take notice of that.
that's fine. I will place it on the table, back away from it. This was acquired from one of these beastmen that we slayed. We tried to bring one in for you all to see. He
Don't-
was
Be careful with that.
Yeah.
It's very explosive, and I
Okay.
shake my
The
arm.
guards call for one of the elder intelligent aides to step forward. He takes a look. Well, the wizard steps forward, looks at it.
I step back.
Yeah.
I straight see. I'm like, nope,
Yeah,
nope.
He steps up, opens it up, pours a little bit out in his hand, looks at it, puts it away, and then he turns back to the graph and says, "I can confirm how they describe it." Prumfald chimes in, "Clever that. Leave it a few clues behind so we know what they took." Almost as if they wanted to think they were Skaven.
I pull out my lantern.
Can I take a perception check to see if there's anybody in the crowd that's annoyed with this guy besides me?
There are people annoyed just by the length of day. As
Fair enough.
Understood. There are the murmurs in the crowd seem to be going back and forth. Okay, so far there doesn't seem to be anything compelling
Mm-hmm.
one way or the other. He seems to, again, his presence, his view is not necessarily, you guys are idiots. That might be a side effect, but his view is this is all a conspiracy theory.
Oh, I understand,
It's a bunch
yeah.
of coincidence, etc., and so forth.
I'm going to, as we're having this conversation, I'm going to do the whole arms behind my back, just walk around type thing, but I'm going to take and
Notice of everybody.
smell
Okay.
everything and everybody in there.
Okay.
Because I want to see if anybody has a tinge of rat on them.
Okay. You do not smell any tinge of rat. You smell some very nice perfume from the princess, and the smell of recent cooking smoke from the witch hunters.
So
Fair enough.
I hate that you started character generation.
I
Okay.
say from my personal engagement with these creatures,
Mm-hmm.
they were
gold.
using this, and I pull out the lantern, the storm lantern that they had.
Uh-huh.
It still has the stuff inside it, and
Uh-huh.
I said I don't know why, but this lantern burns green. But this was what they were using to light their areas down below.
Okay. The wizards take that for investigation and
Yes.
study. They're not going to light it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a good
don't like
point.
that.
Yeah,
They're
green
not about to light anything like
Right.
that in the presence of the graph.
seems to use something very similar to what that powder horn used.
So, you say these beastmen plan a major attack. Why do you think so?
They're chaos. They're who could know who could know the motivations of beastmen truly?
So
Yeah.
we captured one yesterday.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, he was, I believe, apprehended probably by the witch hunters, because it seemed to be where we were trying to help bring him here. And he spoke, and he said that there is a massive wizard assistant. He's of their clans,
Uh-huh.
and they spoke of different clans, and the reasoning behind all these artifacts is to bring down everything, but this has to be completed at the Brass Keep. That's why we know the artifacts are headed there.
To bring down everything?
To bring down all the good, I'm assuming they're bringing more sleep closer to us.
Prunkful chuckles to the crowd. Warpstone falling from the sky? Of course. Couldn't be gold or bread, could it? It has to be something dire.
Well, if it was cat pies, I'd be just as excited as
Cat
you.
pies.
But unfortunately, this is what this creature spoke of.
We didn't say warpstone falling from the sky.
More sleep is
That's what,
Oh,
yeah.
rumored to be
A
Warpstone.
whole moon of it.
Okay.
When that part of the conversation takes place, I'm going to watch the witch hunters,
Okay?
and I want to see if any of them react.
They're reacting based on his comments
Yep.
about capturing a beastman.
And they're
Yeah, but no, like when he makes a comment about Warpstone,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, Warpstone, I want to watch the witch hunters and see if any of them like give him a side look or anything. Like
That-
they believe us, and
They're keeping an eye on all of you, and there's probably one staring at each group fairly intently, regardless. But their expression is well practiced and neutral
fair enough.
to give very minimal information as far as what their thought is.
While
Okay.
while we're talking and
Mhm.
presenting our case, I don't know how to do this respectfully as a person, so I will just say I'm doing it. I'm going to be trying to rile up the northeastern lord, the gray, straggly beard one, the second lord.
Okay.
Rile him up about it being in his area of the world.
In terms of what?
His responsibility.
Yeah. Not responsibility. You don't word it like that. More, if this is in his area, he should. This is a threat to him, his estate, his people, stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, he seems very interested, given that it would be in his areas, and eager to chime in on that. And I mean, he sides with you fairly quickly, as far as if there's some sort of threat, not a problem.
What about you? Who hired you to steal that?
Darn, I thought you guys were going to forget about that.
No.
yeah. And that's my
I've been waiting. I've been waiting this whole time.
I'll explain about the yellow teeth things. But the main thing, I'll explain the whole thing. But the main thing of note is I will, and if it relies on a check, we're gonna roll blessing.
Okay.
But the main thing is I want to dodge the question how it got in there. And I also want to have it as in terms of it was a friend that broke in there, hence why I didn't go in there. I don't know how he got in there. And I was trying to take the good side of, hey, we don't want to take this to these people. This
You
is not
claimed it
good.
was a team effort, and you were just following along.
I was following along and
instructions.
trying to.
You were just following orders.
Yeah.
And we know from your experience that they can assume human form, so that's a big deal in here too. They could.
That's my goal.
Yeah,
Not to say
or-
I
or
broke into
they-
the big
they
treasury of
look
the
like
Emperor
humans.
and stole the precious crown and now I'm admitting it in front of him.
You
That
got
sort
some
of stuff
really
like
high
that.
stealth skill
Okay.
if you manage to do that, though.
I'm
So-
still a novice thief.
Switching topics slightly. According to Schutzman, you guys may know what happened to Wallenstein. Is his disappearance somehow related to all of this?
He was the one at the castle, right?
This is Goddard Wallenstein, who is he was the commerce guy, and he disappeared, and the serpent people tried to shake me down for the information because they think we had something to do with it.
I'm gonna let you speak on this.
Yeah.
Thing, 'cause
That's all I know.
I don't remember
How
this shit
shocking.
at all.
Um,
I never thought we found Goddard.
No,
we didn't.
we
We
never.
never
did.
investigated it.
Right.
We never had time.
We know
The cult of the Jade Scepter were convinced that
Serpent.
it was us. That serpent. And they tried to drug me, I think,
Oh, that's right.
in an alleyway and get the information from me.
As for that aspect of the situation, we know very little based on what we have found. However, we do believe it is in some way connected to the situation. The way what we know about the situation with Gotthard Wallenstein is he disappeared sometime during the events of the last couple weeks, if not months. And the group called the Jade Serpent is searching for him. We know the Jade Serpent is searching for him, as they
It doesn't matter.
attempted to
Because we don't
shake
know.
down and gain information from him, as they believed we had something to do with his disappearance.
I mean,
Okay, so Prunkfall chimes in. So, we've heard you comment about this Purple Hand cult,
yes.
and now you referenced the Jade Scepter cult, another cult, and I suppose the Temple of Ulrich is full of beastmen too. I suppose.
No, in the Purple Hand themselves, we never said that was that had anything to do with beastmen, but we did find a connection in the haulage in the wind that had the undead working for it, which we defeated in this city, and they were apprehended and people involved were destroyed, including a necromancer, to remove that Purple Hand, and that's what gave us the connection. to
And
the
where
Under
did
City.
you first encounter this Purple Hand?
In the haulage, where the
Are we talking player player back?
Again, player
oh sorry.
player knowledge level.
Well, that would have
Okay.
been.
I mean, I understand you
Yeah.
guys; these
Sorry.
particular
Yeah.
characters have limited.
Well,
This
it
whole
started with a corpse.
Right. This
Yeah,
whole, this
all
whole
the way back in
conversation is
Bogenhofen.
intended to summarize most of the campaign,
Gotcha. Yeah.
all the different pieces, because it's all. I mean, keep in mind the way it's written is you guys have had the same character since day one,
Yeah.
so it's all been one history. Some of that obviously has been lost with different characters.
But at this point, Friedrich is very well known in this area.
The first time
So, Friedrich.
Sure, as an agent of Sigmar.
was when we got
Right.
when someone tried
Not
to
helpful here.
assassinate us.
Well, I understand that,
Yeah.
but
Assassinate
that's
me.
not true
I'm
because
around
he
the
had
corner.
he got chummy with all Ulrich.
Sure.
So, but Friedrich was part of our group.
Mhm.
He was the one who initially
Was an agent.
imitated.
Yeah, was an agent of the Purple Hand.
No, you son of a bitch.
Wasn't he?
Tangent.
I mean, didn't he go around pretending to be an agent of the Purple Hand?
He did go pretending to be an agent of the Purple Hand. Very well done, sir.
Or was he perhaps not pretending?
Bring up the mass murderer Erdem.
He's the hero of the story.
I'll look at all Ulrich, right?
But
I'll look over at all
character.
Ulrich and be like,
Got plot.
I believe Friedrich proved himself within this city. We've all heard the legends of him and everything that he did. He was part of this investigative group. He was just one of the founding members of it. And to have his name besmirched in this hall, I will not have it.
But you
I'm
first
fine
met
with
these agents of the
That's
Purple
fine.
Hand.
Yes.
Where?
Even further back, the first
Oh,
Purple Hand we
Fuck's sake, I gotta look
it
at
was
the
in
maps.
Altdorf.
Yeah, it was near Altdorf.
As I came around the corner.
Altdorf. So
Yeah.
how do you know Altdorf is not their headquarters? Why bring such troubles here to Middenheim?
Oh, we didn't bring them here. We are here to root them out here as well as Altdorf, and I'm assuming Nuln probably has agents as well. We're here to
Yes.
allow your
So,
city to continue.
The graph chimes in. So a chaos cult in Middenheim. No, wait. If I get this right, there's 2 of them. That's impossible. Then, as the Knight Eternal says, no cult could grow so large and powerful without being detected. Now, this comes from Altdorf.
There are 3 well-known cults within the city. One led by Edom Gouda.
You're gonna argue with the graph?
And those aren't.
And that's
Those
not.
aren't
That's
cults.
not a cult.
No, whatever.
That's
Sorry.
that's Thief Guild. So I mean, as far as
yeah,
I
yeah,
see it,
yeah.
okay.
So,
Prumfall chimes in and says, yes, my lord.
I'm
They've,
aware.
they've always wanted to
Oh, yeah.
control you,
You did
my
bring
lord.
that up.
Middenheim and Ulrich
That's-
dominate the north. Altdorf doesn't like that.
so can I ask something?
Sure.
So, who has the paperwork from all the campaigns?
I would.
Okay.
Technically, I have like 3 pieces of paperwork. It's all in your stack.
Well, it
It's
doesn't
at home.
Regardless.
Oh, it's in the
Yeah.
black.
But we could.
folder,
regardless,
isn't it?
Regardless,
Just-
I would have all.
I
the
mean,
paperwork.
we can pin if we want some extra favor about the whole Wallenstein thing. We have paperwork. We can pin him to the cult. That's why he
it does-
disappeared.
it doesn't
Whether
say-
it's true or not.
It doesn't say Wallenstein. It says Gothard.
Right? Which is,
But
is
still.
him.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a fair point.
he's a noble. He
He
deserves
pulls
to go
out
down.
the book of documents we've.
Wait a minute. Is there a fireplace in here?
No.
I was
No.
wondering.
Okay.
I was
just
wondering if
making
you
sure.
guys were going to give me all this paperwork.
I ain't just handing this over at this moment.
The graph gets up, walks over to the fireplace.
I immediately jump into the fire.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just instead of just give him the paperwork.
Here's
No, we gotta walk him through,
right.
Well, yeah,
and,
yeah,
and we'll
I'm-
explain
yeah,
every piece of
yeah.
paperwork. And
Yeah.
You take some time and explain it.
It would take hours.
We start
to
holding up a
explain
board
all
like
the
this.
various-
The
With
graph
symbols.
isn't going anywhere,
Yeah.
and he's eager to hear everything
And it's better
because he
than
wants to make a decision.
Is there any food in here anywhere?
No.
Is there the steward right by the front by the
The
door?
Herald?
The Herald. While we're having this conversation, I'll just kind of look over and go.
No. When the audience is complete, you are free to go refresh yourself.
I will,
and
as
take
we
that.
do this, keep bringing into effect the Nurgle cult in the north.
Well, I mean, if we have all our
That
stuff,
I
I
kind
have
of
a lot of
alluded to,
cheese.
specifically aimed at the witch hunters.
Yeah, they're already
Okay.
keys.
So,
That was moldy though.
after many hours,
Many.
okay, I need a check. It's going to be a social check,
Okay.
probably charm.
I'll
Okay.
do it.
I'm open for whoever it is that wishes to do it. Now, it's going to be a challenging test
Mhm.
because you are specifically working against Prumpfall, who's trying to convince everybody that this is just some conspiracy. He doesn't believe any of it. Okay? Now, you get a +1 success level
Okay.
because you brought at least one of the people that have direct testimony.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody thought to bring Professor Haish,
Because
who
she's
could have
dead.
chimed. Well,
dead.
right.
Yeah.
That's probably a good reason. Okay.
So we have this course.
She knew it!
If
I've
it
got
wasn't
her
colleges
hand in
were
her
here,
skull.
and if I had magic knowledge, that still would have been viable.
Oh my god! Make her talk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very nothing.
Oh,
Okay.
I hate that so
I will
much.
give you a +2 because for how you've dealt with Prumpfall
Okay.
and the other nobility, because you guys have so far managed to stay polite, professional, etc., despite his statements. People haven't gone off and just started insulting him, etc. You guys have held back.
Yet another reason why it's a good thing I'm not there.
Chewing my shield.
Okay. None of you happen to have the position of the Graph's champion, which would have been a bonus from the previous one.
Right.
Okay. And are any of you a gold tier career.
No.
Not anymore.
Okay.
No.
Any of you a warrior career who has made an active contribution in this discussion, which I think would be everybody but Ben, because you've been fairly quiet.
I'm not.
Okay.
So I was.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not a warrior.
Currently warrior
Nope.
career,
Okay. Nope.
or gold tier, or a visibly dedicated follower of Ulrich.
No.
No.
I don't have the brand, so I can't say yes.
Okay. So, and then you lose 4 for Prunkfall.
Okay.
Roll your charm and tell me what your net
Do
result
you have
is.
Can I make
Hold
it
on.
based off intelligence as I kind
So-
of outwit Trumfall?
Well, no, because it's being a charm thing, discussing matters.
All right.
It's,
So
it's
the
not
math,
about outfitting him. Or
the
outfitting
math
him.
sounds like it is 3 success levels bonus,
Uh-huh.
4 penalty.
Right.
Okay.
So a net -1 does a Prunkfall.
Right.
Could I
So
roll
that
the effects of my brain, or is that
Because
no,
if you're
that-
praying, sure. If you have, do you have some effects there?
Mhm.
Okay.
all right. So that washes out.
Blessing
Two.
of charisma. Okay, let's see if your prayers are answered.
Okay, so I gain a +10.
Possibly.
Babe,
Possible.
I have to pass.
All depends if Ronald smiles on you, or maybe he like strikes you with lightning.
Meow 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 meow.
That would be fucking hilarious. That would be amazing.
Well, balls.
Okay. Yes.
Now it's stuck in my head.
Yes. Yes. You get a +10 fellowship.
Okay.
So it just washes it out.
No,
So-
no, because I already had a +10
For what?
from my physician's
Okay.
apron.
Okay.
Doesn't
So-
overcast as well?
It just adds
So you have a net
inspiration.
+10,
So I have a
It
net
doesn't
+10.
operate the same way as.
I thought you could add extra
given
per
all
prayers.
the bonuses and negatives.
Oh,
Don't-
right. Okay. So
Oh,
you got
fine,
a
fine.
net +3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, after many hours late into the afternoon,
Well done.
Prunkball
Thank you, George.
is coming around, but not firmly convinced. Okay. However, his support is functionally not that relevant.
Right.
Katerina and Boris, the Graf, are both in agreement and supportive.
Excellent.
Okay. So he congratulates Schutzman for taking the initiative and making the right choice to uncover this threat, despite the bureaucracy of the city. He is now in full support of Schutzman, and the Graf, naturally being a noble, takes credit for the great idea.
Oh,
Okay. You as a group get a general attitude gain of 1 level, whatever that means, as far as Middenheim. Okay, Middenheimers in general, as the news gets out from the Graf that hey, there's this threat, we got some heroes that uncovered the plot, etc. The group of you have that reference. Okay, so you can use it every now and then. It's not going to make it. It might get you some free drinks here and there type stuff, but not going to give you very much. The Graf, as things break up and people get separated and everything, two things. First, he authorizes Schutzman a budget of 200 gold crowns to outfit the group with equipment necessary to carry the fight to the threat. Okay? However, it's going to be subject to Schutzman's approval. It's not just you guys get 200 gold.
Yeah.
Okay? Although functionally that's what it is. Schutzman is requested to provide a small group of road wardens to go with you under your road warden's command to help with whatever assistance you need as you travel to the Brass Keep or wherever you need to go.
Mhm.
Okay? In addition, Prunkful, because he's still concerned that this is a Empire threat, insists that one of the warriors of Ulrich accompany you.
Nice.
Okay?
Only to me.
At which point they introduce you to Jarman, who steps out from Ulrich's crowd.
Jarman?
Jarman.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
He's the one we helped. We saved his life.
Okay.
The purple.
Oh, even
the
better.
Purple hand, that was.
He steps out from the crowd. Big towering Ulrich warrior. He's to go with you and see that the goals of Ulrich and Middenheim are followed and maintained.
Nice.
Be a pleasure to have him.
I'm sorry, I may have misunderstood this. You're expecting us to go to the Brass Keep and...
You've done such a good job so far. Finish it.
You did too well.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if you gentlemen have
Court's
noticed,
dismissed.
but I'm not the biggest man in the room.
Yeah, well,
I
people,
need
people are starting to file out at this
can
point.
I?
Schutzman says, we'll go over the details.
Well,
Consider this a success. You guys have done well. Now we need to figure out what our next steps are.
Done more
can
or less.
I?
Does anybody know how to hire an
I
ogre?
probably can't like get the Graf's attention real quick before I walk out. Before he leaves.
What would you need?
Well, one of the things that we had worked on was siege weapons that plans had gone missing for a bit from the dwarves, and I couldn't help but overhear. But one of your underling lords has amassed an army for protection issues. You may want to have it investigated to see if they have possibly begun bringing cannons, explosives, something that the Dwarven Guild had knowledge of siege weapons.
This is the Empire. Everybody has cannons.
Especially the size of Middenheim. If he was to make a move, he would need that kind of equipment to move on you.
Yeah.
And I overheard the
He's going to look into that. He already has concerns about that, especially with the other wars that have been going on to the east for quite some time. The various regions and everything being at war with each other.
Soldier went too.
Okay. So, anyways, they dismiss you.
Great.
At that point, and you guys return to Schutzman's office. Schutzman says, "Okay, you guys have 200 gold. You have 3 additional road wardens.
Sorry.
Okay. You have a
Warrior of Ulrich.
Wolfkin warrior who is with you. What do you guys want to do next?
Well, do you know what happened to our friend?
Did he put word out to the
From the best I can find, the witch hunters were alerted to the presence of a chaos beast in the city.
Yeah.
And as witch hunters tend to do, they took no prisoners. They went in. Once they confirmed the threats, they captured whoever it was. Said to be an elf. I'm not sure if it was your elf. And they had him tried, burned last night.
Thank God we gave him all of our magical items.
They weren't magic, they burned.
So,
Just the dwarf pops up.
Okay.
Matt is now playing German.
Okay.
The elf might return.
Do you have the weapon?
So,
How are you supposed to even get the ability to use it? You get no great weapon usage with that class.
I was a Pitfire prior,
Oh, okay.
and I believe there's weapon any in the
Not that I've
first
I'm
or
on
second
tier
tier.
3 already. There's no weapon any. What I saw.
Let's see, Midnight is
Maybe it's because that's the way it's created, but
Yeah, that might be an issue with the software,
Yeah,
but
see,
I'll
as a
just
player,
I'll
because-
straight pull up the sheet for it.
our characters are going to just whatever and keep going, but
Melee basic, melee
they would
brawling,
take and investigate what happened
cute
to their friend.
sense, strider.
well we all hate him.
They function well. Yeah, I mean, A was
Yeah.
crazy. A lot of you hated
I
him.
was a Pitfire
But functionally, yeah.
So I
Should
gained
been
the-
saying there
gained
is
the
nothing
skill
to
from that.
investigate. I mean, unless the elf somehow got away, they captured an elf.
Yeah.
That sucks.
They
And it
They
looked
would
like
not
the
have been
corpse looked
able
like
to
the corpse had enough resemblance. Now, like you said, it's entirely possible his character somehow faked his death.
Right. Well, that
Okay.
was you that said that. But
Right. That's not out of the realm of possibility, given the elf's skills, abilities, etc., and his probable tendencies to find some other hapless elf to sacrifice.
You're down. Wait a minute, we didn't see the elf in the court. The court The
You're
actual
right.
hunter. Oh, my God! You're a monster! Seduced him, murdered
Right.
him.
The
dragged-
worst part
they
is he
actually
was who I was
were
thinking
flat.
about I could get to help me.
They actually burned Philandrel.
Oh, God. Well, oops.
That explains
did-
why
he was-
he actually got killed.
That's why
But-
he smells so good.
Okay, hold on. In the spirit of comic books, movies, etc., no body, no
Yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah.
He might be back, just like Erna.
Well, I mean, it's, let's say it's not like we've had a character fucking do that before.
No,
Right.
nobody's gotten incognito for a few games.
It wasn't even a few games. It was like a dozen.
Yeah, it was. It was long enough for me to level up a messenger.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the character I want to come back. I could care less about you. Man, if I can get that messenger back, just so you can.
What was the name?
All kidding aside,
I don't remember anymore.
Fuck.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I had an artifact, two artifacts. I had
You still,
You had the axe. What was the other one?
a bow.
And
Ever-
your,
Oh,
the
the
bow,
bow, yeah.
the bow still is out there. We should tell. We should go tell. We
The
should go,
hunter?
we
Yeah,
should
we
go
can
tell the
almost-
hunter. I know where his bow's at.
We can honestly ask.
You just gotta get up.
if only any of you could remember what the other bow is.
That is crazy. Didn't
I know where it is.
Okay, I know where it is. There you go. I put it there. Everybody should know where it is.
It's back at the Templar Inn. You hide stuff in there all the time.
No, I didn't hide it.
It's
at
not
all.
hiding. It's in plain
It's
sight.
displayed over the bar.
Is it? No. I know I carried it over and over and over again, and finally he was worried I started hitting people.
I was tired of trying to hide it, so I was like, I'm going to put it up on display.
So
Nobody
as,
will
So as a
suspect
party,
the
I
core.
say with the people dying with the most wealth all the time, as been seeing a trend since the elves
Yeah.
now gone and no longer greedy.
Yeah.
We should evenly distribute the wealth every single time we get money. That way, we only lose what's
Oh,
on there.
and then
I want
get-
to point
Did you
out,
ever distribute the
I
rest of the
earned
wealth?
I mean,
everything I got.
That may be.
But I don't
The
disagree.
way the group was treating me and stuff, I was like, and I bought
Did you
everything
ever-
anybody ever asked.
I can
And that's
do
it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
we can all
talking
come
about for the
and
other
come
people.
to buy. Yeah.
What other people?
I know you did him. I don't know if you
Like I said, you guys have a budget
Yep.
of whatever you have currently,
Okay.
plus 200 gold, given to you by the crown, to outfit yourselves, the 3 additional road wardens, and the wolfkin. Okay. However you want to spend it, subject to what's reasonable. You guys go out and have a big party for a night. Schutzman's going to be upset.
Right. Does
But
Schutzman
other
have,
than that, you guys can buy whatever you want.
does Schutzman have access to more items than what the market has? Like obviously being military.
He has access to weapons and armor that you might not be able to find in the market, like basic stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he can get you plate mail and chain mail and so forth
Yeah.
from the city armory.
I need a horse.
He can get you horses and things like that. If you're looking for magic items or high quality items, he's not going to have any more access than what you could buy otherwise.
Okay.
Because I mean, he has access to the city armory.
Okay. Well,
They,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they might
are-
have the occasional special item,
but they're not
that's-
outfitting their.
They're not
their
outfitting the
people
guards with it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yes, if it's mundane, feel free to purchase whatever you need. So if everybody wants to load up on full plate for your 200 gold, go for it.
However,
Wouldn't be my recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm even wearing my chain.
Otherwise, there is functionally for whatever you want to buy, unless I mean I can't think of anything. But if it's mundane, normal sorts of gear, buy as much as you want.
Healing
What-
potions. And stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
okay. I mean, they're not technically healing potions; they're alchemical brew type stuff.
Right.
Those sorts of things, you're welcome to get whatever because they're going to raid the armory to supply it, and you get 200 gold worth of value.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can take some of that money if you want to get something special, something higher end, and do that. The presumed next step here, unless you guys have some other thought, is to make your way towards the brass keep.
we can
Okay.
use the wagon with the donkey.
I need some time before
You do have a
I
wagon.
hadn't thought,
convenient.
forgot it.
Well, and that's the thing. We
Because I doubt we're going to get horses.
You guys have time to do preparations. Okay. I
I
would say if the intent is we're done here, our next step is to head towards the brass keep, then a week goes by as you prepare and gather supplies, gear, etc.
Okay.
That gives everybody an opportunity to retrain and get their career story-wise.
Gotcha.
And then we start off the next session at that stage.
Do we get, since we finished the chapter, do we get any bonus
You
experience?
have not finished the chapter.
Oh, we haven't.
You have not. You have finished half the chapter.
Oh my god.
We get XP for
So, do we get any bonus for half the chapter?
Okay.
down payment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.